Hi. Hello and welcome to All That Ails You, presented by Thembos and Dragons. I'm Izzy, and I will be stealing the title of Chaos Guide for this evening. Stolen. We'd like to start by thanking our artists, Carly, Mackie, and Sam, for their amazing contributions, and I'd also like to thank all of you for your continued support. You'll probably noticed that I abridged the usual announcements, but that's because we're doing something special tonight, and I'm not going to stop talking. In this chaotic campaign, all of our players were only able to learn two things about themselves: their pronoun and their race. I almost put up 3 fingers. While I allowed the player to select their pronouns, the race was randomly generated from a D100 table. When it comes to their stats, I used point by and intentionally selected the appropriate stats. So they'll have like the proper stat blocks when they figure things out. But when it comes to everything else, proficiencies, abilities, class, spells, and everything else, it was entirely random. I had D100s besides me, D20s, spells were crazy. The players will have no idea what they're capable of, and frankly, even though I know the spells, I have no idea what they're going to do. How this will work is that when the player does something that requires a check, or I ask the player to make a check, or any type of roll, I will tell them their modifier to go along with it, and then they'll write it down on their character sheet. So we'll have that for future rolls. Otherwise, they have no idea what's going on with their characters. I don't even think they know anything at all. Pretty sure they all have amnesia.
No thoughts. Head empty.
With that said, oh, Sid's not here, so I can't get them to do this part. Is there any other announcements from anyone? Do we have stuff and things and stuff? No? Okay. Okay.
No, I have amnesia.
Words that we can use.
I have amnesia.
Words that we can use to fill the air while we're waiting for the squids. I don't know when they're going to get here, so this could be really bad. All right, I'll go ahead.
How did we come up with this? Oh yeah. Oh, I know the things. Oh, we have our dice system. So for $1 or 100 things, bits, bitcoins, I don't know.
Yep.
You can add a D4 plus 1. D4 plus 1.
No. This one's D6.
Oh, you can add
it's inspiration, I think. Yeah, I don't know what this one is.
Yeah, it's inspiration die.
This is why we need you, Sid. We don't know what we're doing without you.
You can add something to a roll. For $3 or 300 bits. I thought this one was the D6. You can add a D6 to a roll.
This one might be D6, yeah.
Listen,
and
we
then
don't know.
for $10 or 1,000 bits, you can do what we call new player who dis. Okay, Sid, what's
Sid,
the
help. We are floundering with the donation
We're
system.
flailing here.
What? Oh, okay. The donations.
I didn't think you'd be gone that long, and you're the one who knows all the donation things.
Oh, are we asking about donations? Well, let me tell you, for $1 or 100 bits, you can grant guidance, so plus one
go.
to all of the players' rolls.
I'd say I was right.
$3 or 300 bits grants inspiration, so a D6 to a player's rolls. Or for $10 or 1,000 bits, you can do new character who dis with a custom NPC for the stream.
See, I wasn't too far off.
Yeah. All right. But yeah. Now that that's said, is there anything else? No, we're good. Okay, let's get into this.
Again, I have one more important thing to say.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
Gara.
I will also be leaving again in like 5 minutes to
Oh
go.
no. All right.
I just came back because I was like, something feels wrong. It wasn't even done. I was just like, something feels. I could just
wrong in the course.
I could just feel it, and I was like, I gotta get back.
Something's going wrong here.
Didn't even have my phone. Just felt it.
Okay. It's a cool summer's morning. Not a cloud in sight. The trees are green, the grass is lush, and a slight dew still lingers on the dirt from the last night's rain. There's an almost perfect calmness. It's as though the world were just a scene painted on canvas. When suddenly, because there's always a suddenly, that stillness is broken by a mouse darting out from the nearby wheat field. A moment passes, and then a black cat breaks through the wheat, giving chase, nearly tripping a tall, gangly humanoid figure with pointed ears. Baran, you're up first. Can you describe yourself, please?
Yeah, you see a person with alabaster skin with some blue undertones. They have long, straight gray hair that goes down to their lower back. Two pointed ears peek out from this long mane of hair. They're about 6'2", pretty gangly, but they still have very sharp facial features. Their traveling clothes are crazy simple. They just have black leather boots, some dark blue traveling breeches, and a common cream-colored shirt.
All right. As you barely avoid this nasty stumble into the slightly muddy dirt path, which would have definitely ruined that shirt, you suddenly feel this pained exhaustion scream through your body, and you're going to have to add 1 stack of exhaustion.
Oh.
There's this sudden, incredible urge to rest that overwhelms you. You blink twice, and you realize that the once perfect blue skies are now dark and spotted with countless stars. You stumble in place for a moment, startled, before you see a small torchlight burning in the distance. Ahead of you, there's a 2-story building with smoke flowing out from the chimney. What do you do?
I will start kind of heading towards, but can I look around? Does anything seems iffy around here?
Sure. You can make a perception check with, let me get your sheet. I should have everyone's sheet up. You get to add a perception of +4.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So that would be 17.
17?
Indeed.
Okay. So remember to write down that +4 to perception.
Got it in there already.
All right. And this was, you saw the video, you're looking around. You feel like you're still in that same field that you were before, but it just feels different because now everything almost feels frozen. Even the wind is stale. And as you approach the building, which I think you said you were doing.
Yep.
You can see several tables outside. They're each covered in white sheets with pink lace around them as trim. And as you reach the well-lit patio, you notice a wooden sign that reads, "All that ails you." The language appears to be Elvish, which you can add to your character sheet.
Interesting. Okay.
And then underneath that, it says, respite for those who are lost or forgotten.
Okay. Is anyone out here?
You don't see anyone, but there are all these tables. There's a door that's nearby. It's well lit inside, though you can't quite see anyone in there. What are you doing?
Is the door open?
If you're approaching it to like check on it,
yeah, I'd kind of go see if it's open.
Okay.
The door is open.
Reaching the door. I lost my place. Reaching the door. You hear someone go, I lost my place.
Perfect. Ooh, there's an ant on my microphone. That was weird.
Before you can even fully reach out for the handle turns and the door swings open very carefully, and you can see someone looking at you. You see a small humanoid figure, likely in their middle to late teens, standing there. They have their head bowed deeply and hold a large tray for carrying food and drinks close to the body. They open their eyes, revealing unnaturally blue eyes that seem to swirl with energy. They're dressed in a knee-length black dress with a white apron. Their outfit is very similar to like a maid or a servant in a high-class family home. They have pale skin, long, pristine white hair, and 2 matching cat-like ears atop of their head. While standing from their bow, you notice a pristine white tail swaying side to side behind them. Welcome to Meow Cafe, all that ails you. I am Ronan, and Ronan will be your server for this evening, Meowster. Ronan's pronouns are he and they. Please use them combined as you wish.
Oh, hello. I don't quite know where I am right now. Other than obviously here, but more than that, I'm a bit lost.
Most of the people who come here feel that way. He lowers his head and holds the skirt of his dress with one hand and goes into another curtsy. Allow Ronan to show me to your table.
Oh, I already have a table. Okay, thank you.
And he just walks you over to one of the tables and sits you down.
I will awkwardly sit there at the menu like, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Our soup today is chicken noodle. And in case you have any dietary restrictions, everything is prepared in-house by Big Sister Geisha, caught by Little Sister Hattori, and cultivated by our Meowstress. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask.
Right. I don't know if I'm allergic to something or if I have restriction, but thank you.
All right. Is there anything I can get you to start? Mew to start? Mew. I have to do mews as yews.
I don't know. That soup sounded lovely. That would be nice, I think.
And do Mew want anything to drink?
I don't know. Something you can choose.
I'll get you water.
Yes, that sounds lovely. Thank you. Thank you.
They'll bow their head and head back towards the building. It's a very weird situation you found yourself in.
I am
maybe this is normal.
And confused.
Sweeping past the fields, over endless mountains, and onto the paved streets of a bustling street, stands a tall, slender lizard folk, questioning his surroundings as he carefully searches all around him. Miggy, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yep. Miggy is a tall, lanky lizard folk with bright patterns of green, yellow, and orange scattered across his scales and a perpetual hunch in his stance. His most striking feature is a row of vibrant red spikes that run down his head, down his neck, disappearing beneath a loose-fitting leather shirt, and an equally vibrant dewlap creased and folded with age. His face is kind, if somewhat lazy, and heavy-lidded eyes are obscured by thick glasses perched precariously on his nose.
Perfect. And your glasses kind of shift a bit and you put them back into place and blink twice, and suddenly your bones are all sore and they feel more sore than they already were. And you tried to move your arms, but this wave of exhaustion keeps washing over you once, twice, and it just feels as though you've been walking for miles without stop. Suddenly, oh no, that's not suddenly. Add 1 stack of exhaustion as well, please.
All right.
Looking around, you notice if you wanted to look. I don't know if you look. You can look if you want to. I don't know.
Yeah, I will look around.
I'm like, I keep writing in here. Make sure to ask them for a perception check, and then I just skipped that perception check with a +3 modifier.
All right. That's a 12.
12. Looking around, she has pure black hair styled into a faux mohawk sweeping over 4 inches above her hairline, and both sides partially shaved above cat-like ears. She has beige skin and unnaturally blue eyes that also swirl like energy, though you wouldn't know the also part. She's dressed in a pristine white dress and wears a black apron over top it. There's a black cat-like tail flicking behind her as she looks over at you. Why does my down button always... looks over. Where did that go? No! Found it. Her eyes, her ears suddenly perk as she glances in your direction. You notice that she has a small mouse caught between her finger, her index finger and thumb. It's just the tail, and it's kind of like dangling over the muddied road trying to escape. Are you okay, Gramps? It looks like you could use a break.
I could use a break. Is there a place to break? I'm going to see if I can take the mouse away from her.
All right. That is a, let me bring up your sheet. That would be a, I guess that grapple? No, it's not a grapple of her. I guess we'll just do it as an unarmed strike, which you have a +1 to.
Okay. 3.
3, you try to reach out to grab the mouse, but she, without even realizing what you were doing, just drops it into a small satchel that was at her side.
Oh. Anyways, place to sit down.
And she nods her head. And you feel this urge to blink twice more, and suddenly you're standing beside her outside of a stone building. It's dark. It was day before. The skies above are covered in a sea of stars. It doesn't take long until your eyes are drawn towards a wooden sign that reads, "All that ails you," in Draconic. You can add that to your language. Underneath the fine print, which it takes you a bit to adjust and see it, it says, "Respite for those who are lost or forgotten." You can sit down wherever you like. I'll grab Big Brother Ronan in a minute. And you can see 4 tables, 3 of which are empty, and the 4th one has a slender, elvish person sitting at it who seems rather confused.
Was that magic you did back there, girl?
Sometimes it just happens. And she
Fascinating.
opens the door and heads inside.
Alright, I will go sit at the table that has a person.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You go and sit with Barin. You don't know their name, though, obviously.
Do I know my name? I know we
Yes,
picked our names. Okay, we
you
do
do.
know our names.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of the facts. That's one of the things you do know.
All right. I will sit there with them.
Barin, someone sits at your table with you.
Oh, hello. Do I know you?
I don't honestly know. If you know me, I don't know me. I'm Miggy. Miggy Potts.
Oh, hello, Barwin. Just Barwin.
Very nice.
It's a pleasure. How did you find yourself in this very odd establishment? I'm not going to lie.
I blinked my eyes, and here I was.
Oh, okay. It's quite odd. A little disconcerting.
Did I notice anything magical about what happened there?
No, it was just... Actually, you know what? We'll make an Arcana check. Then you can learn some more things. Yours is with a +4.
Nice. I rolled a 2, though, so 6.
You didn't really notice anything magical. Maybe you just kind of like dozed off a bit.
I mean,
It
that's
was weird.
possible.
Yeah.
Have you ever been here before?
I am unaware.
Oh. Can I insight check them? Have they ever been here before?
You're just getting all of your stats out now. You have a +2 to insight.
Insight. Okay, so not a very insightful person. It's good to know. Ooh, but that's still a dirty 20.
Nice.
I don't think you're lying, Miggy.
Mickey doesn't have a clue.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That makes me feel a little better. I'm not being lied to right now.
Yeah, the way that they're presenting is the exact way that you feel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just looks really tired, kind of interested, and very confused.
I feel like it's been a very long day, and I don't know why. I don't think I've been traveling very long, but I just kind of remember being on a path, and then this building was here, and a cat person came and talked to me for a little bit, and I think I ordered chicken soup.
Well, let's hope they don't put the mouse in the soup.
What about a mouse?
The cat person I met caught a mouse.
Oh. I wonder if it's not actually chicken, it's actually just mouse, and they're just calling it chicken. It might be quite wearisome, actually. Well, at least I'm the only one who feels a little lost in this place.
After a moment, you hear a door from behind you open, and you see that same figure come out with the soup and on the tray and a water. And they place the water down in front of you, and then the soup. Oh, another guest. Can I help you with anything?
Oh, yes, I need lots of help. I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm sore.
Well, I can get you something to eat and something to drink if you like.
Perfect. Wonderful.
And they'll nod their head. Would you like the same? And he just gestures to the soup.
Yes, certainly. That looks good. By the way, how much does it cost?
Oh, this will be on the house from you tonight. I assume you'd also like to take the time to rest?
Yes.
Our meowstress will want to see you later.
A meowstress. The pun thing you do. Very cute. Carry on.
And you'll nod his head, curtsy, and then head back off into the building.
Asking those questions probably would have been a good idea, wasn't it? I was just going to eat and hope for the best, I guess.
I don't know if I even have money. I'm going to check my pocket.
Yeah.
You find 10 gold coins.
Look at this. I'm rich.
Oh, I wonder if I have anything like that. Can I check my pockets?
Yep. You find 12 gold coins.
Oh, that's good to know, I guess. I didn't expect to find anything, honestly. This is
Wonderful. We are learning about ourselves together.
indeed. This is quite an adventure already, isn't it?
And with that, since it's a great one-liner,
Every day.
Yeah, all the time. We next head north into a frigid wasteland that is encompassed by the frozen sea. As we sweep through the mountains and into a humble fishing village, we see a white-scaled dragonborn emerging from the cold water, carrying a net filled with flailing fish. Ashriel, I think it was?
Eshiral.
Eshiel. Rao. Eshiel. You can describe can you describe your character, please?
Eshiral is a middle-aged dragonborn with chalky white scales, cracked and dirt-covered with age. Her icy blue eyes cast in a compassionate gaze, albeit distant and uncertain. Her hands tremor just a little as she raises the net and hoists it over her shoulder, the only reticence in an otherwise rigid and unmoving body. Her frame is quite curvy, covered by clothes that are nevertheless and quite often a size or two larger than her. Her shirt puffy and oversized, and a flowing navy blue skirt that goes to her calves below, showing large boots underneath. However, from the water she found herself diving into, it clings to her body and causes her to briefly shudder just to shake off some excess cold before starting to walk to the shore.
And as you get to the shore, which is fairly, it's covered in ice, but your feet are pretty good for this. You drop the fish onto the ground and turn to speak with someone when suddenly your words don't escape your lips. You blink twice, and your entire body becomes sore and pained. It's almost as though all the joints flared up at one point and begin to ache as though you've been walking for days. You can add a stack of exhaustion as well.
Yep.
Make a perception check. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. And it is with a, let me go get the sheet for you. It is with a perception +2.
That is a 16.
16. Searching your surroundings, you're suddenly inside what appears to be a kitchen. All the fish are scaled, gutted, and prepared nicely on a nearby counter for preserving and putting away. And strangely, as you turned, you're not appearing to greet anyone. There's no one nearby, though you swore you were about to say something to someone.
Right. The fish, right. Fish. Where do I see where the fish go? Like,
No, they're just sitting out
them
on the
away?
counter. It looks like they're preparing. The whoever was doing this was preparing to put them away.
I'm gonna try and break off just a little piece and just nibble on it while I'm standing there in confusion.
After a couple moments, you see a young woman enter the room. She's either in her late teens or early 20s. She has long auburn hair, unnaturally blue eyes, and very pale skin. On both sides of her head, you notice similar colored to the auburn, rabbit-like ears that drop downwards and over her shoulders. She's dressed in a light pink knee-length dress and has a white apron on. Her outfit is very similar to a maid or a servant in a fancy high-class family home. Oh, you've done us a wonderful deed, honorable traveler. My name is Geisha, and I'm happy to serve you now. If you'd like to follow me, I'll show you to your seat and pour you some tea.
Right. Thank you, young miss. I don't reckon I'm supposed to be doing anything else in here, or...
Oh, no, you've done a lot already.
Right. Does the tea come with honey?
I can get some for you.
Thank you kindly.
And it won't
right
cost
away.
you any money.
Good. Well, hold on. I don't think that's quite right. I'm gonna see if I have anything on me.
All right. Yeah, you find 10 gold in a little satchel.
I could give you something, you know. I don't have much, but...
Oh, no, the mistress will want to speak later.
You sure?
Yes.
Right. Okay, tea it is. Thank you.
All right. So she leads you outside. You pass by another one that's a little bit smaller and has a tray held close to their chest as they dart into the kitchen to start grabbing some things. You see another who's sitting in a corner sharpening a sword. And they just open the door and lead you outside where you can see a sign that says the place is called All That Ails You. And you have, let me go and find what language it shows up for you. It also reads in Draconic. Then underneath in the fine print, respite for those who are lost or forgotten. And you can see that there are 3 tables that are empty, and then 1 table which has 2 people who look rather confused, roughly the same level as confused as you.
Right. I reckon that's probably it. I'm lost as all get out. I was just trying to, I don't know. Is there anywhere I should be sitting, or?
Well, you could sit with the others here, or we can get you your own spot.
I don't want to trouble you if some other folks come on in. I'll go see if it's all right if I sit a spell with them.
And she'll nod her head and then head inside and begin preparing some tea.
Howdy you two. How you doing?
Oh, hello. Do I know you, possibly?
I reckon I forgot myself. I don't know.
There seems to be a trend going on right now. Please join us. We're kind of in the same predicament, I think.
Right. I've been promised a spot of tea. Ain't that fancy?
Oh, fantastic.
I'm gonna take a seat.
Okay. And as you're taking a seat, you see that same person who had darted past you earlier with the tray, come back outside with another tray, the same tray, this time with soup and a water on it, and then looks over at you. Oh, how can I help you?
Right. I'm already getting some tea with some honey.
Would you like some chicken noodle soup?
I don't reckon those two are gonna mix very well together now, will they?
Hmm. I could get you something else.
Right. You just got like little biscuits or something?
Oh, yeah, right away.
All right. Thank you.
And I think they already put the soup down, but they'll put this down. Then they'll head off into the back into the building.
So where perchance did you find your hail from? Find yourself from? I don't know what I'm really trying to ask. Where are you from?
I was getting fish,
Oh,
I think. I It was somewhere.
all right.
Uh, uh, name's Isheral, by the way, but y'all can call me Ishi.
Oh, pleasure, is she? Varen? Hello?
And I am Miggy Potts.
Very nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you as well. So you don't know who you are either, then?
All I know is that name, and all I know is I don't know. I do something with fish.
Oh, that's exciting.
That's a step above me. I don't know what I do.
I don't think I do
That's fair
anything with
enough.
fish. I do know that, I feel like. I don't think I do anything with fish.
Right, well, I reckon you
Maybe-
might. If anything
maybe I
else, you might
could.
eat them.
That's fair, I could eat them. I don't know if I remember ever eating a fish before.
I don't know. Sounds kind of fishy to me.
Ah, I see what you did there. Lovely.
Oh,
Fantastic.
more puns. Delightful.
We're a pretty punny group already, huh? I'll never say that again. I'm so sorry.
There's
That's
plenty in the
quite odd.
sea, ain't there?
I think I have to go now. Walks off the campaign.
Yeah, walked off of campaign. Okay, that's another segue. Good job.
That's what I'm here for.
Across the ocean and into a warmer climate, we come to an island continent sitting at least 100 miles from the closest mainland. As the birds soar through the air, haphazardly catching the wind while seeking their next respite, we see a small humanoid figure with wings preparing to make a landing on a soft patch of earth underneath them. Kinara? Was it Kinara?
Kanara.
Kinara, can you describe your character, please?
Yeah, Kanara is a small, young bird man with tawny brown feathers along his bodies, with a puff of about like 2 inches of white feathers interspersed with black on his chest. He's got small white striped wings, and a sharp black beak. He resembles a sort of sparrow, and as he sort of is sitting down, he like twitters. You can see that he is just twitching and like moving his hands and twittering. Black eyes are sort of looking around curiously as he just keeps twitching and turning his head in fascination. His little talon hands clacking together over like a set of smooth rocks as he just looks around.
And as you dig your talons down, you blink twice and suddenly your entire body is exhausted. You're not sure what happened. One moment you felt healthy and the warm breeze all around you, and the next you felt weak and hungry. You were only flying for moments, but now it feels like it was days. Add a stack of exhaustion to your.
Will do.
And I was supposed to make Danny also make a perception check, but whatever. I guess I'll just make a perception check.
I did make a perception check.
Did I?
Danny made one.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Then I didn't forget anyone. We're good. And yours is with?
Yes. Let me make my perception.
Yours is with a plus
10
zero.
plus. Okay, 10.
Oh.
Yours is a plus 0.
Good to know. Flat rolls for perception.
The best. I mean, not everyone got to roll for perception. All right.
I am not wise then.
God, that makes
Um,
me the best perception in this group. We're fucked.
Searching your surroundings, you're not where you thought you were. You're inside. You're in a little bedroom. You see wooden furniture all throughout. It's very simplistic and kind of old-timey, except for the rather large wooden four-post bed that's intricately carved with little scenes playing throughout of cats chasing mice. The bed is covered in silk sheets and appears to be freshly made. There's a sudden coming from behind you.
Hello?
You turn and you can see a young woman who appears to be in her late 20s to early 30s. Her skin tone is a somewhat reddish brown russet. She has long, silk-like black hair that's straightened heavily and reaches down to her hips in length. You notice she has two cat-like ears that suddenly perk up as you turn towards her, then slowly dip back down into a resting state, seemingly blending in with her hair, almost magically. She's dressed in a black and white yukata that's hanging off of her shoulders and showing enough of her bosom to leave very little to the imagination. The yukata is intricately designed with black and white swirls passing through the opposite colors and large moons that are designed throughout with different phases of the moon.
I am staring at the moons. Just.
What brings you into my bedroom, strange traveler?
Hi. Sorry. I was outside. Where?
Oh. She moves towards her bedroom door and opens it, gesturing outside. One of my servants, Ronan, Geisha, or Hattori, will gladly serve you downstairs. Please enjoy your stay at all that ails you. A respite for those who are lost or forgotten.
Okay, I am lost.
And maybe forgotten, she says as she gestures you out and closes the door.
And I don't have any rocks with me, so I'm holding this coin. But I'm just wandering down the stairs, just like flipping a rock.
You see this small figure dart past you into the kitchen. You hear clanging of things getting thrown across or tossed down, and then you hear and a couple other strange noises throughout. You can see a young girl who's kind of stepping inside and brushing herself down, and she looks over at you, and she has these little rabbit-like ears on the side of her head. Oh, another guest.
Yeah. Yes.
Why don't you come down here?
Yes.
And you're going to just head down and she'll lead you to another doorway. If you'd like, you could sit with these friends here.
Yes. Okay. I will follow
And
sit down.
She gestures out, grabs, as you sit down, she goes back inside, grabs some tea, comes back out and begins pouring it for all of you. She puts tea in front of each of you. And you now have, a fourth person at your table.
How's about that? We just keep coming in. Howdy.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Is it safe to guess you don't know who you are, what you're doing here, or anything like that?
No, I was sitting down on it and now I'm here. Where they said this is all that ails you?
Apparently that's what they're calling this place. Can't say I've ever heard of it before.
That's where we are supposedly.
Okay.
You seem awfully skittish, child.
Oh, hi. Well, it's not as scary here because there's no sky. So I can't see it.
In my pockets, do I have any like classic old people candy, like the little strawberries, or were there
Please.
jewels? Or...
Just a butterscotch.
You definitely have some butterscotches.
First
in
of
little,
all,
yeah.
I need all y'all to stop coming at me for having butterscotch candies on me most
Yeah.
of the time. Like,
Yeah.
can you please stop
Yep.
coming at me?
Yep.
Is there? Listen, you know the rules.
Yep.
Just loose peppermint.
All because I have
Peppermint, yeah.
Werther's in my backpack most of the time does not mean I need to be insulted in this manner.
Are they like the regular ones, or are they at least like the chocolate ones or something?
Ooh.
It
No,
can
I
be
can't.
whichever one you want.
Not chocolate. Or, well, yeah, go chocolate.
We'll go the plain ones.
Birds
Here
can't
you
eat chocolate.
go.
Birds
Don't
can't
be
eat
so
chocolate. It's
scared.
poisonous.
I'm not sure lizards can either, but
I will just take one and like peck at it with my beak because I'm assuming it's hard. So it's like I'm just chipping away at it in my hands, and I'm like, thank you. So just chew
Well,
this.
ain't that just a doll?
Here,
always calms the little ones down.
I'll eat a peppermint to make it real.
I reckon it'd calm the big ones down too if there were handouts.
Oh, well, here you go.
I don't really need one. As a
Anyway,
joke.
it's yours now.
Oh, well, thank you.
And one for you, too.
Thank you. Is anyone else concerned that we are in a random place with random people that we don't know anything about ourselves or where we are?
Not particularly. I'm old. I've probably just gone senile.
Right, well, I reckon that might not be a problem for you, but it kind of is for me. But at the same time, if we're at a place for people who are lost or might not remember who they are, I reckon that's as good a place as any to start.
I guess. It's fair. That's a good point.
As you're having this conversation, the small one, Ronan, comes out again with another thing of soup and water and places it down and then looks over at Kinara and goes, "Hey, hi, how can I help you? Would you like some chicken noodle? No. Would you like some other soup?
Can I just have some grains? Can I just have like the soup part, the noodles, but they're not cooked?
I can get you that."
Okay.
And then turns around and heads back inside.
I didn't order the soup. I just wanted the biscuit.
Yep.
I think you got soup no matter what you wanted, really.
Yep.
Oh, does that? I can't. Okay.
What do we do now? Now that we're all here, do we just enjoy soup and hope we remember ourselves, or we? They keep saying someone's going to talk to us, but I've honestly only seen this person here with the a Ronin friend, and
There was a lady someone upstairs.
Oh.
She was I was in her room. I don't no, I don't know why.
Salacious.
Oh.
Well, I don't reckon it was like that. I think it might have just been a miscommunication.
She's wearing moons. They're very pretty.
Interesting. Our waiter friend, he rattled off a bunch of names. Maybe it was one of the names that they rattled off. It's very
There's a
quick.
lot of names for people who don't even remember what they are.
Indeed.
And as you're speaking of them, he comes back out, and this time he puts biscuits in front of Kinara, and then heads back inside without saying anything.
Excuse me. No. Okay.
I look at Ashriel. Ashriel or Ashiriel?
Ashirel.
Ashirel. And I would just look at I would just take one of the biscuits and hand it to you.
Oh, ain't you the sweetest little thing?
Yes. Can I have one of those? And I just point to the pieces of floating chicken.
Pardon my asking. That would probably sound really rude to me.
I can eat that part. I can't eat the rest of it.
All right, then sure. Have as much as you want, darling.
And I take a tiny piece of chicken and then I just put it inside of one of the biscuits and just peck at it.
Lovely.
Don't give your birds soup. It's actually very bad for them also. The seasoning is what's going to hurt them.
Good to know the
people.
Good to know
people.
Humanoid D&D bird people have the same dietary restrictions as real folks.
Listen, the amount of bird research I did ahead of this is insane. It's like,
So, I guess, does everyone enjoy the food?
How is the food? Is it like really good or just kind of like...
It's really good. It's like it's to the point where it's almost perfect, if not exactly perfect to what you would want it to taste like. And like if you described it as one thing, another person would describe it as another.
We're for sure going to die here. Right.
Peppermint ruins the taste of all other food, by the way, just as a heads up.
Not in the game, though.
But birds still can't drink soup. So I guess we check that off one list, is that we like soup. Done.
Yes, it's a little bit spicy, but not too hot. Quite good. Warms the body.
It does indeed warm the body. I'm quite tired. I found myself quite exhausted. Don't really know why. I don't think I was walking along. I was kind of walking along, saw a cat, and all of a sudden I was tired. Maybe I'm allergic to cats.
Reckon I had the same problem. I was fishing up some of my catch, and then all of a sudden, I'm here.
Interesting. So you didn't see a black cat? Nothing like that?
Try and remember.
I guess we can do it as a history check just for the stat. History check is +2.
Hey! It's a 4.
You don't remember a black cat. There was rodent.
Well, I don't reckon I saw any cat. It was just kind of...
Oh no, they're pristine white, so that wouldn't work.
Okay, so we checked that one off. So we didn't all have the same experience. We're all from, it feels like, different areas.
I was in a tree. I'm pretty sure I was flying.
Oh, that's
Can I fly?
I was in a field about to enter a city.
Oh.
And then I saw one of these cat maids catching a mouse.
Right, you did say that before. I remember that. I remember that.
I wished to take the mouse away because upon looking at it, I felt bad for it, knowing it was about to be eaten.
But mice taste good.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
They have small bones, though.
They do have very small bones. And you said you were fishing, and I was just walking along the road. And okay, so not similar events. We didn't see the same thing. Is everyone else just tired? I mean, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I was assuming that it was because the fishing wore me out. You know, it was real cold, like hell half frozen over cold.
Oh, sounds horrible. That sounds too cold.
Oh no, it was actually quite nice.
Oh, interesting. So you seem like you like the cold, maybe. Good to know. I don't think I like the cold. Just hearing about that just made me very feeling. Okay, so it's learning about ourselves, I feel like. Does anyone else dislike the cold or like the colds?
I would imagine I don't like it.
I don't like it. It makes me want to leave.
Okay.
Said every bird ever.
I don't like it. It makes me want to leave.
Here's the thing, I reckon. I reckon
I'm just a bird.
When it comes between the hot and the cold, if it's hot out, you can't really do much. What are you going to do? Peel off your scales? Yes. But in the cold, you can just put on more and more.
What I like to do in the heat is find a good rock and lay on it.
Oh, Liz the player loves that idea.
See, when it's hot for me, I find like a bunch of dust and then I roll in it.
assume I just keep doing whatever I'm doing. I don't think I do anything special for the heat.
Are you actually just an elf, a lizard, and a bird? Are you two just talking to a bird and a Komodo dragon?
Yes.
I don't.
Yes, we are. We are just talking to a bird and a Komodo dragon.
Fun fact: sparrows actually are one of. No, I won't do this right now.
Nerd.
Okay. They did mention at one point that we're going to talk to a meowstress.
Yes, the meowstress. That's hard to say.
That's very hard to say.
Ma-
Maybe they will have some information about who we are, where we're coming from. I mean, I don't even know if something would go down if I would have abilities to help us. It's quite terrifying, actually.
I have
So
these
very-
to help, and I just hold up a handful of rocks.
That's very exciting.
Just
Those
smooth
will probably
rocks. They're real
You should
smooth.
throw one. Can you aim well with it? See if you can knock a glass off the other table.
Oh, that's quite a good idea.
I will take this rock and go, oh, yeah, okay.
Bully.
And just aim and try and throw a rock at one of the glasses.
So let's see. That would be a dexterity based. So that is.
We're going to find ways to work the system in our favor.
I really am. Like, how do I?
Proficiency would be a. Okay. So that's a +5.
A d20 plus 5?
Yes, to aim and hit.
Oh, that's 18.
18. You notice that one of the oh man, you're just gonna break some glass, I guess. I guess the cats probably do it here all the time. You see this glass that's sitting on one of the table, and you just look at it and you aim and focus for a moment with your smooth rock, and you toss it, and it directly slices right through it, and then collapses half of it onto the ground.
Oh, that's. I didn't think it would break.
That was very impressive. Wow.
My goodness, that was quite impressive indeed.
But also, that's kind of some damages for this place. You got
Yeah.
some money to.
I'm sorry. What's. Oh. And then, do I have any money on me?
You have 10 gold pieces.
Bitches, I'm rich!
I mean, of course you are, you elf.
That is literally the only reason I gave you 12.
Hey! Listen, I'm a bird. I don't care about money.
Well, actually, yours isn't gold. It's 10 gold, but it's throughout different coins. Because, you just found things on the ground.
I just have loose coins.
Yeah, because you're a bird. You saw some shinies. And
So I have mostly silvers, I'm assuming, because they're the shiniest of coins.
Yeah, mostly silvers.
Oh, yeah, I have, and I just pull out like a handful of silver. I have these. They're shiny. I'm not the shiny.
They are quite shiny, yes.
I reckon that's probably more than enough.
I do actually just have a pile of loose coins over here.
After hearing the smashing glass, Geisha heads outside and looks over at it. Oh, did something happen?
I broke it. I'm sorry.
So sorry, we're trying to figure out who we were and
How much of the
Oh, don't be
silver
concerned.
shinies does it cost?
That happens all the time.
Oh.
That's bad, right?
Hmm.
Oh no.
Accidents happen. And then she just walks over to it and begins cleaning it with a little broom and picks up all the glass and heads inside. When she's heading inside, you can see Ronan dips in between her and the door and comes back over with noodles, not cooked, just noodles, and puts them down in front of. Let's go with Miggy. And a pitcher of water. And starts pouring water into people's cups that look more empty.
Before you skitter away, any chance we could talk to someone who might know what's going on, or who we are, where we're from, what's going on?
The meowstress will talk to you when she's ready.
Is that the lady upstairs with the moons on her clothes?
Yes.
Oh, she was nice. She told me to come downstairs.
The meowstress is very nice.
I think it was because I was in her room, and that was probably not good.
Well, is there anything else I can get any of you?
Yes, information.
Oh.
Would be lovely.
Well, I can't get Mew that, but I can help Mew in other ways.
No, this is lovely. You've been very helpful. I appreciate it.
Would
Sugar,
you
are we
like any
gonna
more
be able to
noodle
rooms?
soup?
Oh, these worms you just gave me. Do you have seasoning for them?
I can get some. What would you like?
I don't know. Surprise me.
All right.
I'm just looking at the noodles and
And
going,
someone was asking another question.
Are we getting rooms tonight, or?
Oh, we'll have rooms for each of you.
"Yay!
That's good at least.
Does the
You
room
are my honored guests.
do the rooms have windows?"
Yes, each room will have windows from you.
Yay! Okay, that's good.
And they'll let's see, how many different things did you all ask them? They remember almost none of them. Got it. All right, so they head inside.
3, 4. 4, 5 things.
I think we should tip this one well. I did not order a bowl of worms, and I got one.
But also, I asked for biscuits and I didn't get them.
I
Get
hold up
there
my
in
plate
front
of
of-
biscuits. Guys, go. Do you want the? I ate one, so it's fine.
I just put them in front of the wrong person. That's
Are
all.
you sure?
Yeah,
All right.
and I will just hand over my biscuits
I'll
to
just-
you.
Pat your head and then start munching on the biscuits.
My feathers are disgustingly soft. They're like when birds just get their brand new feathers, when they switch over from the fluff to the new ones, they're actually very soft.
baby.
Yeah, I randomized my age, all of it. I was just like, oh.
Yeah, I do
Just
too.
keep patting while I'm having the biscuits.
I'm
I'm
afraid to
just-
tell you,
yeah.
I don't think those worms are actually worms. They're uncooked noodles.
Oh. Oh.
Do you
They probably taste better with seasoning anyway.
do you want soup?
I guess you could pour it in there and we could make a full meal. Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Well, someone
holding.
did ask for noodles, so
I think what they're asking is they'd like the noodles because that's kind of what they would just want is dry
no.
noodles. And
I have a soup. Because I'm assuming I took yours, Eshiral. So you got biscuits and I took your soup,
Yeah.
and now I just have a bowl of soup that I can't physically eat. Or
you
could,
can
I guess.
eat it.
No, birds can't eat soup.
You're not a bird.
You don't know that. I don't know that.
they're actually just 100 birds in a bird suit.
Listen, I don't know that I'm a bird.
It's in a
No.
trench coat.
I will eat my soup like a normal bird person.
Okay.
I don't have teeth, I'm assuming, because that's really probably teeth in a beak seems insane.
That's
It's
fair.
pouring spoonfuls of soup.
Yeah, so
into
I'm like, I'm
beak.
probably just pouring it into my beak. I'm like, if I have teeth in a beak, I need to be a monster. Like, I need to be a stat blocked creature aberration.
So if we don't remember who we are, do any of you have any ideas of what you might do? I doubt we can stay here forever.
Oh, I could keep digging in my pockets and see what I find.
Indeed.
I figure, once we get our answers from whoever's in charge here, then maybe we'll be able to move on from there.
Indeed.
I'm just going to start taking things out of my pocket until I run out of stuff in my pocket.
Can
Oh
I make
my
an
goodness.
investigation check, see what's in my pockets?
Sure, you can make an investigation check. It is a
Keep finding
plus
reasons.
1.
11.
What were you looking for?
Just checking what's in my pockets, like just seeing closely, like empty out my
You
pockets.
find some lint.
Mhm.
Um,
Fantastic.
what else did you have in your pocket? You find a couple copper coins that were just buried deep. You find a note that's blank. You do have your bag on you, which has like some rope and some other things inside of it, like stuff that you would have on an adventure. There's some water skins. There's the basic stuff that you have in a kit.
Okay. Torches, all that jazz.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did you want me to roll investigation?
Sure, you can roll an investigation as well with a +4.
Oh, damn.
Well, I can't roll above 10 though, so that is a 10.
Well, you find more 6 more peppermint / Werthers. I can't remember what they were.
How dare you?
You find your equipment the same as them, so like the basic starting equipment. You find some more just copper coins, 2 or 3 of them, just at the bottom 3 of them, we'll say. Oh gosh, what else would you have in there? A stick of licorice. What else do old people have? A key that doesn't go to anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
A
Screws.
medicine transcript.
Description.
A bolt.
Just it's the stuff that's in the everything drawer that all grandparents have in their kitchen for some reason. We're like, what's in
a bunch of hair ties that you don't need.
Nothing that identifies who I am or what I do.
Well, there's the script of for medicine that has like it says your name, which you already knew.
Is it also written in Draconic?
Yes, and it is written and it just lists some herbal plants for like pain and bones.
I have discovered an important thing about myself. I have bad bones. I need medicine.
Oh, interesting.
That's
where did you discover this from? From a piece of paper?
Oh, yes.
Can I read what's on the piece of paper?
Can you read what's on that piece of paper? Can you read Draconic? No, you cannot.
Oh, well, we can mark off me knowing what your thing. I can't read that.
Oh, this is Draconic. Can you read it, baby bird?
Oh, can looks at paper.
Nope.
It said no, I don't know what it says.
All right. What about the fishmonger?
And they do. Yeah.
Oh.
Because that one we already knew.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Miggy didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is it because? Oh.
Let me take a look. Yep. It's bad bones.
Bad bones.
Interesting. So obviously you two do speak the same language, or a version of the same language.
I suppose so. I don't think I'm from anywhere cold, though.
Do I have a paper with bad bones?
No.
And then I just go into my pockets, like looking for.
Make an
also gonna
investigation
search
check.
I'm searching myself.
You make an investigation check at a -1.
Me?
Yes.
5.
We
I
found
think
our
you're the-
intelligence.
You're the 8 intelligence.
This track, I was playing it perfectly.
You said 5?
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
You don't really find anything else.
I don't know if I have bad bones. I can't find a bad bone paper.
You're so young, I should hope not.
But what if
I mean,
they're
I'll
like
look-
broken?
Yeah, so I mean, it could be assumed that some people just don't look their age.
Oh, that's right.
How
You
old
could
am
be
I?
very old.
Right. I reckon that. I'm gonna start
After-
searching myself.
Yeah, make an investigation check, and it is with a +0.
Okay, so I'm like 1.
So that now you figured out what your intelligence score should be.
Oh yeah, I'm fucked.
15. You find your basic equipment. You find a note for sale of fish. Doesn't say where though.
Right. Okay. See, selling fish. I knew that much.
Interesting. Yes.
What language is that written in? Is it Draconic
That
again?
one. is written in common. It's all of you can, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I can read that.
I know what that says.
Interesting.
Okay, so we can all read this. That's
Is there
good.
any locations listed on that? Like where the business was happening?
Oh, I think it's the same basic, the frozen sea. I think it says the frozen sea fishery.
And what does that name ring any bells? That area?
For you, that would be what is a geography check?
Usually history.
I guess. Yeah, make a history check let me go to your sheet. You are a +4.
Okay, then I pretty much figured out my intelligence then. That's a 19.
19. You don't know of the fishery, but you do know of the frozen sea. It's cold and it's wet and it's to the north.
Excellent. That is great information. Oh, you really are from somewhere cold and wet and north.
Alright. I gathered a search.
You said I have a blank piece of paper, like a
Mhm.
blank note. Is like
Yep.
the entire sheet is blank. There's
It
nothing
looks like
written on
parts
it.
of it were torn off. And you can see a bit of ink on the parchment where it looks like it's torn, as though part of the letter where it had the information on it was ripped.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, I have a blank piece of paper. I'm afraid that doesn't look like anything's written on it, though. Or what was ripped off.
Hmm.
But other than that, I seem to be prepared to travel. Seems like I have a lot of basic.
Each of you have the
gear.
basic equipment.
Alright.
Maybe we're all set for an adventure. We're all on an adventure.
Seems like there was something about an adventure that was calling us.
An adventure of self-discovery.
Oh,
Literally now, I'm afraid.
And during this discussion, you hear the door open and you see the girl with rabbit ears come out, and she slowly puts not a red carpet exactly, but a carpet out onto the area that was just regular cobblestone and stone put together. She then starts heading back, looks around, looks over at another one there, that a cat that has the black hair, and that one's Hattori. And Hattori has what looks to be a basket with petals in it, and starts putting the petals down on the carpet that they brought out to make it all fancy. And then a moment later, the woman from upstairs that Kanara recognizes steps out.
I wave at her. Just, hi.
Welcome, guests.
Oh, hello.
I'm
Hi,
supposing
lady.
this ain't some kind of romantic thing. It's just kind of a fancy thing.
My little ones here seem to be a bit enthusiastic about their role.
Interesting. So, would you know what's exactly going on here?
Well, each of you have lost something,
Indeed.
and only those who are lost or have lost something or are forgotten find their way here.
Okay. Is there a way to tell which one we are? Are we lost or are we forgotten?
It could be all of them.
That's a little disconcerting.
And do you employ yourself in helping lost people, forgotten people, find themselves or be remembered?
Not so much employ myself, more that it was brought upon me, a crossroads of such.
Oh,
Interesting.
craft.
How do you help people?
Well, doing little chores here or there can help you find yourself and at no cost.
Interesting. There seems to be a theme here.
Oh, so you want us to do free labor for you?
Yeah, that's kind of what she wants, Hattori.
Do I get more grains if I do it? Do I
Of
get a biscuit?
course, anything you wish to eat, we can provide it for you, as long as it's in our kitchen. And if it's not, we can surely find it.
Right.
I like
I
her.
don't suppose that fish that I was catching earlier is on the table.
Well, it can be in a moment if you need it.
That was kind of metaphorically, but good to know. Thank you. Sure. Right.
So what are these tasks? I don't know exactly how to phrase this. What do you want us to do for you?
And it's more doing something for yourself that just happens to benefit me.
Mhm.
Each of you have lost something that's a part of yourself, and when you find it, you'll find yourself.
Lovely. So what do we do? Where do we start?
Well, I'm sure each of you are quite exhausted, so you can start with a night's rest.
Okay.
But afterwards, I believe Hattori can take you out on a couple of assignments to find who you are.
Oh, lovely. Jolly good. I guess. Are any of you tired? Are we ready for bed? Or are we just gonna? I'm sorry. I don't know really what to do in this situation.
I am quite
Mighty
tired.
tired.
I'm very tired.
Lovely. Should we all retire then for the evening and
One
reconvene?
more
Supposing
question.
that's a good idea.
Meowstress. One more question. Do you have a good retirement plan for working with you?
Well, as you can see, all of my children here are retired in some way or another.
Oh, I get to become a cat and work as a maid. How wonderful. All right.
I just lean over to Mickey. Does retire mean you're a cat now?
Apparently. I didn't realize that either. I thought it meant sunning on a beach and getting money from doing nothing, but
Isn't that what cats do?
oh, I think you're right. Wonderful.
Yes, they do. The damn bums.
We don't even pay rent.
You get to be a cat. Sun on the beach, have someone bring you food, and you don't pay for things.
Mm-hmm.
A cat.
Lovely. Is everyone here? Like literally everyone here lost in
Yes.
some way?
Each of my companions, my children, have lost something, and each of you have.
Hmm.
Have you lost something?
Oh, long ago. Very long ago.
Oh, I'm sorry it's taking you so long to find it. I hope that's not an indication of how long it will take us.
I found it with my companions.
Interesting.
That's good, I think.
I think I'm rather ready for bed.
I'm getting mighty tired over here.
Oh, well, retiring for the evening already then.
I'm sorry. I feel like I might pass out right here, right now, if I don't get some rest in a nice, cozy bed.
All right then. We'll have Ronan show you upstairs to your rooms.
I'm sorry. I do have one more question. We seem to all have our own gear, like adventuring gear, but should we encounter something, do we have means to protect ourselves?
Well, Hattori can certainly protect you should you need it, but she can outfit you, perhaps, if you know what you need.
I'm afraid I don't, so Hotoi it is.
She bows her head and then she turns around and the Geisha just pulls out more of the flowers and keeps putting them down on the ground, and she's like, and then starts heading back into the building and heads upstairs.
The minute her back turned, I did a goodbye wave that she couldn't see.
Mm-hmm. And she still waves.
Bye.
Just does a slight, extension of two fingers. Like,
Oh yeah,
Well, I do believe she is a mother, so her eyes in the back of her head.
Oh, it's
Indeed.
right. Because all moms have they have the two. My mom, I think she told me that she had eyes everywhere, so I couldn't sneak.
Oh, even more convenient.
Is anyone else partially concerned about the fact that we have to work for someone to get our memories, our selves back?
Very.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah.
At least it
It
sounds
is
bad.
quite uncomfortable.
I think it sounds all right.
What if it's only like an hour and she wants us to go get daisies? That's not bad.
That sounds quite lovely, but I don't think that's going to be the case, I'm afraid.
You're right. It's probably dandelions.
Definitely probably dandelions.
You can see Ronan's quickly picking up all the petals, and Hattori is trying to scoop up the carpet.
Or those, because
Wow.
they're gonna run out if they keep throwing them on the floor. So we might just have to go get those, and then that's it.
I find I might be a bit more pessimistic than you, my friend. So sorry.
I mean, I don't know if it's pessimism, optimism, or realism. It's concerning.
It's definitely one of the isms, and I don't think I particularly like being stuck in an ism I don't know about. So,
Yeah, isms you don't know are bad.
it's true.
Said every American ever. Anyway,
Eh,
communism, socialism.
Stop, too real. No, this is more.
Stop coming at me, Canadian.
Capitalism is hell.
All of the isms are bad.
Yeah.
And by all of them, I mean capitalism. All of the one.
Yeah, the what?
One.
Anyways,
This
I
one
think
just doesn't
I'm
know what
ready
pessimism
to go to bed.
means.
So, I think I might tune in for a little bit.
That sounds like a good idea. I am ready for sleep.
well,
Bedtime.
Hattori, go ahead.
But I suppose I'm gonna see y'all in the morning then.
Indeed. Good night.
So each of you stand, I guess at separate times or at the same time, and it's just awkward. Ronan had finished picking up all the petals. Hattori had rolled up the why can't I think of the carpet? And Geisha continued to put more of the petals on the ground, which Ronan was picking up. It seems as though she's in a mindset where she has to remove all of them from the basket. Ronan notices that each of you seem to be interested in heading to bed and takes each of you to your individual rooms.
Can I, before we head to bed, when we all stood, can I try and like sneakily grab some loose pasta?
Oh.
Sure. That will
Good idea.
be I guess sleight of hand. And that is, let me get the right character sheet here. That is a +3.
Oh, +3. That's
Well, you already knew you had high dexterity.
17. I was trying to do math. I'm like,
Oh, okay.
trying to add 3 to this. 17.
Based on everyone's passive perceptions, which I will tell you, I guess, now.
Oh.
Miggy, you have 13. Eshrael, you have 12. And Baron, you have 14.
Oh, motherfuckers, I'm perceptive.
So
That's right.
no one notices.
Oh yeah, I just grabbed some loose noodles, and then I realize I'm like, where am I gonna put them? And I don't want to do anything, so I just crumble them in my hand, and I'm just holding my hands like this with a bunch of crumbled up noodles.
Yep. And then you
Just-
head upstairs, I assume, with everyone else. Ronan takes each of you to an individual rooms. And they're just plain rooms right now. There's a single bed, not a very large mattress, but it looks comfortable. There's nice sheets on them. Whatever you prefer on a bed is likely what you'll find. So if it's a straw bed, there'll be straw. If it's a bed with silk sheets, you'll find a bed with silk sheets. It's usually to the preference of the person. So whatever you would want is what's there.
Oh.
What's the view out the window like?
What would you like it to be overlooking?
Oh, that's a good question. That city he was standing in front of doesn't know anything about.
Well, if that's what you wanted to see, you look out the window and you can see it.
All right, cool. He's confused and gonna go to bed.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. So everyone heads to sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Do I sleep a
after
full night?
yeah, each of you sleep a full night. You get your
Or-
full
Do I sleep for 4 hours and I feel
No
perfectly
more
fine?
exhaustion.
Oh, you sleep for 4 hours and you feel perfectly fine.
Oh, interesting. Don't need a lot of sleep then.
Mm-hmm. Yep, each of you get your full rest, except for you who wakes up 4 hours early. What do you want to do for 4 hours?
Well, I just probably wander my room and like investigate my room, see what's actually like go if there's anything in here.
Well, you don't really need to make an investigation check for this because I think you've already got your investigation score, right?
I do.
Okay. Yeah. It is just a fairly plain empty room. Just the bed, a chair, a little table, nothing in the drawers.
Interesting.
If you look at the window, something you're thinking about, something you want to see, a view, that's what you'll see.
It's a giant black cat. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Can I try to quietly make my way downstairs?
Sure. Make a stealth check. And that
Hey,
at a +3.
I got a natural 20.
Yep. That
So
was a +3.
23.
You think for a very short moment that you're going to hit one of those stairs that has a slight creak, but you remembered it when you were coming up and you just avoided that step entirely and you managed to get to the bottom. It's late at night. It's still dark out. You can hear some noises coming from the kitchen. You can see Hitori and Ronan both curled into a corner on like a little cat bed almost, but as themselves in their humanoid shape, curled into each other, using each other as pillows.
Oh.
And other than the noises from the kitchen, that's all that you really see here.
Can I go see if the noises from the kitchen are?
You're still stealthing, so you peer through the it's one of those doorways where like the saloon thingies where they open. I can't think of what its words are now.
Saloon doors.
Yeah. And you can see Geisha preparing foods, putting them away.
Oh,
Okay. They are still putting away a bunch of the fish which was on ice into what looks to be like a cold room.
Oh, I will knock quietly on the door just so I don't startle them and be like, I'm sorry. I seem to find myself quite rested. Only after a few hours, I feel like. Do you need any help?
Oh, no. I'm quite fine. Do you need anything?
I feel like I need a lot of things, but it's a lot of things I don't think you can help me with. I'm so sorry.
Well, you're the most guests we've had in a while. So, if there's anything we can do.
Could I possibly trouble you for a cup of tea?
Oh,
See if I
of
can maybe
course.
lull myself back into sleep again. I don't feel like I need it, but what else would I do?
She walks over to one of the stoves and puts a kettle on it and begins boiling water.
Is there still the fish out?
Yeah, about 3/4 of it is now put away, though I guess you don't know exactly how much was there.
Right. Could I just like I don't know, look at the fish, see if anything like sparks a memory of like seeing this type of fish somewhere.
Or what would that be?
Survival history?
There you go. Yeah, survival.
A.
That is a +2.
Okay, so that's a 12.
Okay.
This
That's
is
it.
definitely 2.
You know that the fish, even though you kind of had that information based on what the conversations were, you know that the fish are from the north,
Right.
and only found there. They're very cold water fish. I can't think of fish names, but you know what this fish is.
Fishington.
Some type
Yes.
of salmon or
Clearly.
trout.
You know what? Yeah, that makes sense. That
I'm
makes
thinking
sense.
of Canadian fish.
Yeah.
And those.
Yeah, that's what it'll be. That's what it'll be.
You know, it's quite funny. I try and look at things and try and figure out if I remember if I knew them before now or not, and it seems like it's often not than before.
Yeah, I know it's not easy. I had to go through that myself.
I'm so sorry. How long have you been here, if you don't mind me asking?
Time works weird here.
Ah, okay. It's good to know.
It could have been hundreds of years out there, and I just wouldn't know.
Oh. Do you remember where you where's the last place you remember yourself being, or just appear here?
Hmm.
If you don't mind me asking, I'm so sorry if I'm intruding.
Well, for me, I was in a field, and I think that's where I met Hattori.
Oh.
She was in her cat form at that point.
Are you able to turn into cat forms?
Oh, I'm a rabbit.
Well, I mean, the other ones, are they able to turn into cat forms?
Yeah, they can.
Oh, I saw, the last thing I really remember, I was on kind of a path, and then a black cat came running out from the underbrush and almost tripped me up, honestly.
Oh, that sounds like Hattori. That was a similar situation to myself.
Hopefully, did you trip over it? I certainly
I
almost.
did, straight into the earth.
Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that.
My outfit was ruined, but
Oh gosh.
it didn't take long to clean, and I got a new one eventually. After finding myself, I just found that I was much happier here anyways.
Oh,
So I joined them.
and you're all treated well here?
Of course.
Oh,
The mistress is very kind.
she seemed very kind, taking in lost people and creatures and helping them find their way.
Well, it may seem unfair, the work that she makes you do, but it's really just her way of helping you find yourselves.
That's good to know, honestly. I was a little concerned because it did seem like working for someone for no reason, but
If you spend too much time focusing on everything you've lost, you have really no time to look for it.
that is very insightful. Didn't think about it that way. Lovely. Well, thank you for that. Makes me feel a little better.
And she nods her head, and the tea is ready, and she pours it with honey and hands it to you.
Much appreciated. Is it okay if I take this back up to my room, or should I?
Of course. Just leave it on the table, and I'll take care of that in the morning.
Of course. It was lovely talking to you. Thank you so much.
Sleep well.
You as well. I'll head back up to my room.
And she returns to like dealing with the fish and putting them away.
Drinking my tea and just hang out while everyone else sleeps.
Yeah, you can't get yourself back to sleep. You try, but you're just not tired.
Yeah, it's yours of being an elf.
So the 4 hours pass and everyone else wakes up.
Do I hear birds tweeting out my window?
You do. And instinctively, I guess it's almost you doing it too.
I know, I was like, I'm immediately going to start tweeting back.
Yep.
I can't tweet like a bird, unfortunately. But, like The shitty tweets that birds do in the morning to wake you up before your alarm. That sound. It is specifically that sound.
Aw, sorry you have to go, but come back.
No, she must leave us.
Is there anyone else doing anything in the morning?
I mean, I'll head down once I hear other people kind of getting get up.
There's a table prepared. Why you do this?
Thank
Why?
you, Strom.
Why cause so much chaos?
So
Wild.
much chaos.
Thank you. Wild.
The amount of
We love
rewards
you.
that is insane.
We'll have to discuss things later. I'm sure you're gonna want things. You know how to contact us.
You spent
Sure, you're gonna want things.
Yeah.
12k bits in this stream alone.
Yeah. Anyways, um,
Strom, you're the best. Thank you.
you are the best.
You're amazing.
Incredible.
I lost my place. You come downstairs, and you notice that there's already a table made in the inside the restaurant instead of outside of it.
Mhm.
And there's already foods throughout. There's like eggs, but like there's almost like a bit of it where it's pushed away from one side of the table. Like there's eggs for this side of the table but not for this one specific person, because Ronan keeps thinking like, chicken.
To me. Also, birds eat eggs.
I know they do, but Ronan's very not sure.
Ronan doesn't want to offend you.
Yeah.
Ronan is our Thembo Junior.
This is true.
And there's a whole bunch of like different kind of breads, like croissants and other things like that, and butters and different kind of spreads, peanut butter, you know.
Gotta drop my croissant.
There's bacon.
I'm sorry, I believe it's
ham.
pronounced croissant.
Yeah, you gotta have more behind it.
You gotta sound like you're about to spit something up.
Mhm. And that's the table.
I forgot. I gotta say crescent.
Yep.
Lovely. I will just fill my plate and be like, did everyone sleep well?
Look at all these croissants.
Yes, it looks quite good.
There
are ants here?
The croissants. The little bread things.
Oh, the croissants.
Oh, the little like
your-
moon breads.
Cradle.
Farin, as you're looking over the food, you suddenly feel like a flash of energy over your eyes, and you're looking at everything, and you suddenly don't feel like it's either poisoned or diseased.
You motherfucker. No, I'm not a magic user. No, I'm sort of a magic user.
You have the spell detect poison and disease.
Shh. Am I paladin?
There's a couple. There's two, really.
What level spell is that? Or
It's
is
a
that
level 1
cantrip?
spell.
Level 1 spell, okay.
Mhm.
Oh.
Looking around the room, you can actually see that there are some jars in the back which appear to be locked behind a case that do appear poisonous.
Does
anyone else see that?
Sorry. See what?
Is it the fly? I've been staring at it the whole time.
No.
Is
It's
it
like-
something about the croissants?
Well, I can tell you that they are not poisoned and they're not diseased. It's like
I didn't realize that was a concern.
I mean, I'm looking at them and other things around this room, and it's just like they give off a weird aura, and it's just kind of like, those jars over there, they're giving kind of like a dark aura, like don't touch, will kill.
Fair enough.
And
I
these
suppose.
are like, yeah.
Is the locked case in the main kitchen area?
Yeah, it's in the main kitchen area.
I'm just gonna waddle over and smell in front of them.
Oh, so you're gonna just walk into the kitchen?
Oh, it's not in the
Possibilities.
main area.
It's
I
in the
don't know
main
how to
kitchen
spell
area.
this.
Like
Oh,
I
yeah,
meant
it's
in the
in-
kitchen.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought I meant.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
I mean, does it look like they're gonna stop me?
Yeah, no.
Then yeah, I'm just gonna walk to the kitchen. I'm an old man.
You
I don't
walk to the
care.
kitchen. Yeah. You walk through the kitchen. You can see that Geisha and Ronan are cooking. Whatever Ronan's cooking is burning and not properly cooking. And what Geisha is cooking looks perfect. So you assume that everything that's cooking from her is being cooked, is the stuff that you have on the table. You can see there's a trash bin actually near Geisha, which appears to be a whole bunch of like destroyed food. So maybe she's sneaking it and putting it into there and not letting Ronan know that they're just throwing out everything they make.
F's.
And you walk over to the like medicine cabinet style thing, and you smell it, you said?
Yeah. I want to smell, see if I can figure out what kind of poisons they are. I don't know. Survival, nature.
Let me see if there's something that makes sense.
Y'all are making me try and spell shit. I just realized I don't think I know how to spell diseased.
That's a tough word to spell.
Dis-ease.
Oh, is that really how you spell it?
You're focusing. You sniff the air a couple of times.
Is how I
And-
remember. Is dis-ease.
And suddenly different objects begin to glow around you. As you feel as though you've cast the detect magic spell.
Oh.
Ooh.
So for the next 10 minutes, you can see the magical auras of different things all around you. And there's a necklace on Ronan, a necklace on Geisha. And then if you looked a little bit outside, you can see Hattori, who's still asleep in their corner in the little bed, curled into themselves. They also appear to have the same kind of necklace that is glowing magical energy.
What's the school of magic?
And I guess it would be enchantment. Because they're enchanted, but I could be wrong. I'm never good at this whole what would their thing be? And I'm like, if it's an enchanted object, does it take on the enchanted objects thing, or does it just say, hey, I'm an enchantment?
It usually just says enchantment unless it is producing a specific spell effect.
Yeah.
In which case it will be whatever that spell effect is.
Also, I just realized I forgot to tell you, Miggy, in your bag of stuff that you have, you also have the tools for glass blowing.
Oh, but they're not magic.
No, but I forgot to mention that when you went through your tools, your stuff.
Yeah, no worries. I will add them in there.
Baron, you found a herbalism kit.
Oh my god, am I a druid?
Estrial, you found bagpipes.
Oh my god.
Ah, damn.
I have fucking bagpipes.
And Kinara really had nothing.
Oh.
I had these cool rocks. And honestly, that's enough for me.
No, you know
Yeah.
what I'm doing this morning? This morning I am playing the bagpipes.
You woke up and you came downstairs starting to play bagpipes?
You woke up and chose violence.
Yeah,
All
kind
right.
of chose
Make a performance check with a -1.
Oh,
Oof.
Performance with a -1.
great.
That nat 20.
No.
Did you nat
Did you
1?
just roll
Nat
a
one.
zero?
Zero.
No.
You just start playing some morning bagpipes, and Hattori, who was like 5 feet away from you, starts crying and covering over their ears like
I'm sorry, could I borrow one of your stones real quick?
Oh, yeah. And I hold up another, like, shiny, smooth stone.
I'm gonna throw it at the bagpipes.
Okay.
Oh, that's... You could have... You're supposed to use words. I say as I watch it sail.
You throw it at... All right, so that is a dexterity based with a proficiency. Okay, so it's at a +5.
Oh, I got a 16 then.
Oh.
I'm just saying for the
Uh,
bagpipes.
So I guess what's the rock's damage? I
What-
mean, you got to smell what the rock is cooking, but what is the rock's damage?
What's the
D4
probably.
or a D2? I have
I
a
guess-
D2.
I guess it. Sure, roll a d2.
Okay, I have a D2.
What is the damage of a rock?
That is a 1.
Perfect. You hit the bagpipe and you deal 1 damage to it, and for a very short moment, actually pleasant music comes out and then returns to being horrible music.
Maybe I'm a ranger.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah,
Stop.
just 1d10.
Sorry, what?
No. Shh.
It's not. You're trying really hard, but it's
Right, well, I had these. I thought for some reason, I might be able to.
maybe does it go? Can I try and
Let me
tweet?
try one more time.
No, maybe we should wait until we remember more of who we are before we start trying to bagpipe it up.
Can I try and tweet to harmonize so I can like show you like no try this.
No, oh god, no! I'm just gonna
let's
cover my ears.
That would be another performance check, and it would be with a +2.
Oh. That makes it a whole 8.
Oh yeah, it's definitely more pleasant, but it's just another sound added, and you can actually see Hatari, who is still on the bed now, flip the bed over and put it over their head, and now they're using it like a shell of a turtle.
Bird plus bagpipes, not good.
I think that maybe we should just eat breakfast. Then please stop.
Oh, okay.
You can
sorry,
you can
what?
see Geisha in the other room. She's coming out with a tray, and she's actually kind of moving to the music a bit. She seems to be enjoying it.
Right, see, at least someone enjoys the quality class that I am providing.
Maybe we should hold that off till everyone is awake, because not everyone is awake. We don't want to be rude.
That's right.
Right, well, ain't it a pleasant way to wake up?
No.
Oh yeah, there were birds outside my window, and I was we kind of yelled at each other, and it was nice.
We kind of yelled at each other, and it was
Hey, you
nice.
other dog!
Hey, what's your name?
My favorite TikTok series is they're like if people acted like dogs. And someone just goes says, I'm outside. And then someone goes outside and says, no, I'm outside. This is my outside. You can't be here. That's what happened.
Let's wait till everyone's awake. We don't want to be rude. Let's all have a lovely breakfast, wait for the mistress, and then maybe we can go start our task.
That's fair.
Okay,
I
so you
guess.
stop playing the bagpipes?
Please.
Okay.
I do take my rock back.
I will go
fair.
and pick up your rock.
Geisha puts more food down on the table, then heads back into the kitchen. She seems a bit disappointed that the music has stopped.
I'm still in the kitchen, yes?
Yes.
Ronan is the one that's cooking bad.
Terribly.
Can I try to help him out?
Sure. I guess that would also be a performance check.
Okay.
And that is at a -1.
Excellent. I got a 12.
All right. Is that with the -1?
Yeah, I rolled a 13.
I mean, the food that you start producing when you're helping Ronan out, it looks a little better. It looks edible.
Now remember these tricks, all right, son?
Thank you. Maybe now they'll let me actually put the food out. And then they look at the trash directly, knowing.
Oh,
you should just say something. I will eat your food. Tell them to give it to me.
The last person who ate it had to have a stomach surgery.
I have bad bones. I'm fine.
I have bad bones. I'm fine.
They'll hand you the plate of their crisp food that probably shouldn't be that you helped them make.
Perfect. Wonderful. I will tell you how it is. Also, what does your magic necklace do?
Oh, magic?
Yes, I have recently discovered that I can see magic. Your necklace is magic, and I'm curious what it does.
Oh, I didn't know that. They kind of look down at it and they're inspecting it both sides.
No surprise, I guess. Okay, I'm going to go eat my breakfast and I'll report back to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you'll head back out.
Yeah, I'll join the others, but with my plate of probably too crispy food.
Yep.
The minute I see it, I go, "Are you gonna eat that?"
Yes, I am. Would you like some?
Yeah.
Here you go.
I just take a little portion.
I believe it used to be. Well, I'm really not sure, actually.
Yeah.
Where did you find that at?
I helped the young lad in there cook it.
Oh, well, if you made it, then I can't take it.
Oh, no, I want you to have it. I want you to have it and tell him how good he did at cooking it.
Fun fact, sparrows and birds like it need a piece of protein called grit, which is usually hard and unseasoned, gritty food, to better digest.
So this is
God
perfect for you. Wonderful.
Damn it.
And I just go,
Amazing.
You can actually see Ronan kind of poking their head out. You can see their little ears twitching as they're watching to see if you actually enjoyed the food or not.
Is it, do I need to make a con save? Am I sick?
Oh yeah, do we need to make con saves to eat this?
Yes, because that's just perfect. Miggy, you make your con save at a +5.
Woohoo! I throw my dice
Um,
across the table in excitement.
Kinara, you do yours at a +2.
I got a 17.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you're both fine. It tastes okay.
Birds
It
need grit.
sits a bit like a rock, but
Then I'm gonna give them a thumbs up.
you can see that their tail kind of sways side to side, and they head back in there, and you can hear them cooking more food.
Yeah. It's the grit that birds need. I'm enjoying it. Bird
Well,
facts.
bird facts. Do we know what time the mistress will come down to talk about our new mission?
I'm not sure. Oh, I should tell you, I can see magic.
It's still going on right now.
It hasn't been 10 minutes yet for
It
mine.
hasn't been 10 minutes. Oh, yeah, for yours? Yours is, let me just double check that it's 10 minutes.
It's
Is it
10
10
minutes.
minutes?
I went and looked.
Does their food look like poison?
As I
Around
say,
a
to
maid?
see
No,
if
no,
it
no.
is
None
poison.
of the food looks poisonous.
Listen, bad food, it's suspicious. It's a suspicious stew.
It's suspicious, but it's not poisonous.
It's the meal that Bennett makes in his
Mm-hmm.
friend thing where you're like, is that food?
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yep. Tori at this point kind of tosses the cat bed off of them and stands up and groggily rubs their eyes, walks over to the table, picks up some of the food that is probably on someone's plate and starts eating it for themselves.
Whose plate? There are two
Let's
plates they
see.
shouldn't be eating from.
Oh, that's a
If
good.
they even make a move towards my plate, I'm playing the bagpipes again.
They don't go near you. They specifically do not go near you.
It's jolly good.
So
Much lower
they
chance.
took something from Barwin's plate.
They're safe.
Oh. All right.
Do you,
This is more than enough to share.
do you want some? And I hold up my plate. Do you want some?
I'm a little scared to try that.
Oh, I have these, and I just reach in my hand, and I just have a handful of grass.
Oh, that's quite lovely.
Do you want?
No, I think I'm fine on the grass. I had some this morning.
I sprinkle some on my food.
Jolly good.
Just a handful of grass.
And Hitori heads into the back and what are you making? And yeah. You see they come out with their nose clogged, and moments later this awful smell just begins pouring out of the kitchen.
No. I don't think your cooking lesson went very well, my friend Miggy.
I've been. I had instilled confidence.
What if they just left it on the fire and then they forgot about it and walked off because they thought they saw something shiny in the water, and then they went and they tried to get it out of the water, and then they came back and it was all black and like a lump.
Is this a story of experience that you suddenly remembered?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
Fair enough.
Well, I guess they would just have burned the food, and that is unfortunate. But I am quite eager to find out what we're doing. To start our path of finding ourselves.
And you did see that Hattori started heading upstairs. Couple moments later, Hattori returns back downstairs with their sword, which is sheathed at their side, a more comfortable attire for hunting, but it's still kind of a maid outfit. And she walks over to you. Are you all ready?
I think, is there something we can maybe get to protect ourselves? Like, I'm just in a regular shirt. I don't know if we have.
Yes, we were told that you would outfit us with whatever we thought we needed.
Well, do you know what you think you need?
Well, I wouldn't mind feeling a bit more, protected against things that might come after us, as in like armor. Or
What kind of armor do you need?
I feel like a leather armor would be fine to start with, at least.
All right. She heads to the back and she looks over to. Does anyone else know what they need?
I would like some sort of magical focus device.
All right.
I'm taking a guess here. I don't know if I
how
need that or
we'll
not.
see how that goes.
I wouldn't mind a dagger of some sort. Maybe if anything.
Daggers all around?
Actually, I think I would prefer a giant stick.
Sure thing. I don't really
is it because
know
for
what I
walking? That makes sense.
Yes.
Did you
that
want
was
a
the
walking stick?
Yes. But one that could be, you can also smack people with it.
All right. Anything else? No one says anything?
Do I get the feeling
Can I have bird armor and a thing for like I'm really good at throwing. Can I have a thing that's like throwing but longer?
Throwing but longer?
All right.
I guess a
Perhaps
dagger, dagger too might be useful for now. I don't know if I've.
Okay. They'll put a whole bunch of stuff into a bag and they'll bring it out and they'll put it out on the table. There are a couple daggers, there's a bow, there's some arrows, there's a whole bunch of different leather armors.
If I put on like the most basic leather armor, does it feel like it's too much on my old bones?
Let me see.
You're just an old man.
Nope. The armor feels fine.
Okay.
And for me, if I put on armor, do I feel restricted or awkward or?
The armor feels fine.
Okay. If with the armor on, what would my armor class be? Or am I just gonna find out when something hits me?
You're gonna find out when something tries to hit you.
I will also go ahead and try and put on some armor.
Same.
For you, it doesn't feel right.
Okay.
You actually feel better without it.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and do that then.
And for
Interesting.
going through a whole bunch of different. The leather armor feels fine.
For burp. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like adjust the front so that my poofy feathers can still be seen.
All right.
It's fixed.
I'm gonna pick up the bow and arrow.
Oh, you're gonna pick up the bow and arrow.
Yeah. Does it feel weird? Like if I am holding it, do I like look at it and know what I'm like? Can I make like a history check if I know what the fuck to do with this thing?
My shooting, but longer.
Yeah, that was requested by someone else.
Oh, that's true. I'll
No.
pick it up and be like, oh,
There's a couple there. There's a
Yeah,
couple.
I'm not actually doing it. I'm just gonna look at it
They
and go.
brought like 2 of every weapon.
I look at it and go, oh, can you throw but longer?
I don't know if this feels right for me or not.
You pick it up, you feel it in your hands. It feels right.
Okay.
It feels like you know how to use it. It could just be that elves all know how to use bows.
Right. If I is there like a sword of any type there?
Sword. Yes, there's a long sword, a short sword, which also feels right.
We got any big weapons over here?
How big do you want them?
We got maybe like an axe.
Perhaps something great.
are you
They're-
axing this directly?
Maybe like a great one.
Are you axing
Okay.
this out loud?
Get out
Are
of
you
here.
asking that to Hitori, who is maybe
You
the
stop.
best craftsperson in the world?
Right? Do we maybe got like one of them big old axes?
I'll go check. And she heads into the back. She returns a couple moments later with a big old axe.
Can I try that big old axe?
Let's go to your sheet and see if that's okay. Can I not find you? Okay. Big old axe? No, it doesn't feel right.
All right.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, this is great
It's
and all, but
way too
I
heavy.
don't think that's gonna work for me.
That's
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
That
Ooh,
looks a bit too much for you.
yeah.
Bad bones.
But
Bad bones, probably.
thinking about it, and you're looking at that quarterstaff, and it looks pretty good.
Oh no.
Interesting.
Oh god, please don't fireball us.
I have some thoughts.
I have some opinions about this.
I got some thoughts as to this as well.
Can
Oh,
I
you
can
could
I
be a
try and pick
monk.
up the great axe?
Monks don't wear armor either.
You want to pick up the great axe?
Yes. I want to fail it miserably.
Let me. I like how this is how you're all trying to figure out what your classes are.
Yep.
What weapons am I able
Um,
to
What
use?
weapons work for us?
Because there are certain classes that can't use anything.
Yeah.
Wizards.
Great axe it feels fine in your hands.
Oh. Oh my god, now there's just a bird with a fucking axe.
I'm-
Jesus.
I'm assuming I'm the smallest, and I'm just a
Yeah.
tiny burp going.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
jeez.
feels fine though.
That's
The joys of youth.
looks a little scary, honestly.
So I can throw but long, and I can smash things.
That's horrifying. But I guess so, yes. Would anyone be opposed if I took both this bow set and a sword? I just feel safer having both just in case.
Right. Reckon
Continue to
that's
figure out
alright
what's
with
going
me.
to happen. Perfect.
So you're gonna take a bow. You're gonna take a thing of 20 arrows.
Yeah.
Your thing with a
sword.
bow. I'll tell you how much it is. Give me a second to add a bow to your sheet, and we'll find out what your.
What kind of bow is it? It's just going to add to my sheet too. Long bow, short bow, crossbow.
They were short bows.
Short bow.
Oh, can I also pick up a bow?
Yeah, of course. For you, the short bow is a +5.
Right, yeah, because I had that for a range tax.
Oh, me. Yes.
And for you, the short bow, you said you were putting on the short bow? It was also a +5, I believe.
Does anyone else want the long throw?
I'm sorry, what?
Why I could use. I think I can use this one and this one, and hold up the great axe and the long bow.
Indeed. Miggy, chap, do any of these weapons seem a bit more suitable to you?
He's gonna pick up. Is there a second quarterstaff? Because he wants the walking stick.
Yeah, there's 2 of each.
Does that feel? He's not even gonna think about it. He's just gonna smack one of the chairs with it.
Okay, he's gonna smack one of the chairs because he's an old man, and that's what old men do.
Indeed.
Quarterstaff. I guess it's better than finding out in combat. It is a. Oh, I forgot to add it. You roll at a +5.
Oh shit.
That is a 24 to hit that chair. How much damage do I do to that chair?
You do 1d6 -1.
That's 4 whole damage to that chair.
All right. So you hit the chair, and Hitori is kind of looking at you like, "Are you okay?"
I think I'm fine. I don't think I damaged your chair either. It seems I'm quite weak.
Well, as long as you're okay. Have all of you figured out what you needed?
Can I try to lift the chair?
Lift the chair.
Yeah.
Make a strength check at a -1.
All right. Hey, 15.
Well, you lift it, but you feel like your strength is an 8.
I've done it. I'll set it down because that hurt my back.
Yep.
I am then going to attack the chair.
Oh my god.
We're just gonna be here forever.
Attack the chair with the quarterstaff.
You attack the chair with the quarterstaff. What did I do? Oh right, I have to put yours on here. Quarterstaff. Someone be entertaining.
I am behind them, sneakily just chewing on like raw grains, like not even cooked, like just raw rice, just in the back pecking on it.
I feel like you're also holding this great axe, so I just keep like dodging and moving this great axe as you like peck.
I know, yeah. I'm just like,
jeez. Now you do this at a +4.
Okay. 16.
Okay. You hit the chair. You roll 1d6 +2.
Right.
And then you instinctively, as a bonus action, make 2 more attacks, I believe.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I think that's how that works.
Fuck.
Right, so
I think
Monk.
that. Do you have that yet? No, you don't have that yet, but you're a monk.
But I was about to say, I think you can
No.
also do an unarmed strike as a
Yeah,
bonus
you can do an
action?
unarmed. Yeah. So yeah, you do an unarmed strike as a bonus action. You have
Hey.
discovered you are a monk.
woo!
You're a monk, Eshi.
Awesome.
I've never played a monk in my life.
Do
Monks
you
are pretty
punch
fucking dope.
fish when you go fishing?
I punch ghosts.
So like you bring up your quarterstaff, you whack the chair, and then instinctively you punch it afterwards and go, "Why did I? Ow!"
Right, that was.
Oh, this was quite impressive. Did something come back to you? You seemed quite.
It seems like you started to
still.
figure some things out.
I'm waving the great axe as like a yay, like it's
Nope.
a banner.
Nope. No, jeez, please put that down.
Be careful with that one.
Oh, okay. Dude holds it in front of me. I'm assuming the great axe is taller than me.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna attempt to just like, you know how when you're bored and you want to try and be good at something, you'll like twirl it around a whole bunch.
You twirling it pretty good.
Well,
So, like,
This comes back to you instinctively as you just start a what check?
Any kind of check?
Is it like acrobatics?
Well, it would be
or athletics.
This is more of a performance because you're trying to perform something, isn't it?
I mean, I'm just trying to see how good I am with my hands with black.
I think it's a performance, but you know what? I'll let you do what you want, which is an acrobatics.
Oh,
Fine.
bitch, I just want to find out. Acrobatics, please.
It's only a +2.
All right, okay.
You all proficiencies were rolled, so
All right,
you don't always get what you want.
all right. That's a 10. So.
Okay, you spin it pretty good, you know.
Well, I guess I'm not, like that kind of, but.
I mean, 10 is still average, right? So you can spin it like the average person. Spinning it good.
But I guess it don't get to be too cool with what I do. I'm not hip with the kids yet.
That was very
I think
cool.
you're hip.
Here's a candy.
I get a candy.
You're not hip with the kids, but you are hip with the elderly.
Well, I guess since some of us have figured out what's going on, maybe we should go ahead and embark on our adventure.
Yes, what are we doing?
Miggy, as you're now just kind of like going through things and you're thinking about how you do things, you find that your hands have been instinctively forming something, and you appear to have created a little device that seems to shed light.
Oh. Well, this is quite nice.
Oh,
I always like to have a night light. This is quite handy.
like it's a physical thing, or it's just like an orb
Yeah,
of light?
they were just toying around with some like instinctively in their head while they were just waiting for everyone to finish up, and created this like little object which began to emanate light.
You're a
It's made from a random bolt, a single hair tie, and a piece of licorice.
Uh-huh. Yep.
All right.
The licorice is
MacGyver.
powering it. Yep.
Oh. Just staring at it.
We've now created physics that allow a licorice to power a light source.
Oh, that's
You can do that. It's
quite
sugar.
impressive.
Is that? Are you? How? Does candy usually glow?
It
I'm not
seems
quite
I am
sure.
able to make it so.
Interesting. That's quite good to know. Anyone else feel the body's doing something they didn't know they could do before?
I mean,
No one
points
else
to
is
chair.
really. Yeah,
Looks at body.
your body, just birds. Yeah.
All right.
All
Well,
my
if-
feathers ruffle.
should
Yeah.
we go ahead and embark on a journey?
I'm starting to have an idea of what I am.
Hitori nods their head and heads for the door and opens it, gesturing for each of you to leave.
I'm just gonna now be what's his face from IT Crowd.
And we'll
my
take
God.
our break till 20 after.
Oh,
Yes, that sounds like an idea.
Because I have to create a new map.
Oh, you're welcome.
what? No, you don't. Maps are for.
I mean, this map could be fine, but like, yeah.
Hey, Knox. I found the black cat.
All right. What
Hey,
time will we?
baby.
See, what time will we?
Well,
be back?
at this rate,
20.
it'll be 21 after, but I want 15 minutes.
Oh, I didn't hear
21
that.
after.
Oops. Alrighty.
Okay.
Woo.
we're back.
Ah.
I believe some of you did some discoveries during the break, and I agreed that as long as you figured it out on your own, I would tell you. What discoveries did we find?
Math.
All right.
I think I am either a ranger or a paladin.
Okay, so their money is on ranger or paladin.
My money's on fighter.
Okay.
Monk shit.
Yeah, that one you figured out. So you are a monk.
And artificer.
Yep. You are definitely an artificer.
I figured that. Yeah, I figured that one.
A
They
very
all
weak, uncharismatic artificer.
they all figured out like a couple of little stats here or there too. So I think some of them figured out at least 2 of their base stats.
Yeah. I have a +2 and a +1. I have +2 to wisdom and a +1 to intelligence, and I have an idea of what my dexterity might be.
Okay.
I got 3 of them. I was told the proficiency on one, or not the proficiency, the bonus on one, but not like the total number.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got.
And they've all figured out that they are in fact level 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are we level 1? I didn't figure that out yet, but I assumed.
Oh.
I got 4 of my stats, I think.
All right.
Dex, int, wisdom, and charisma.
So, are we going to jump back into this?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Hattori leads you all outside, and I assume each of you follow after.
Following.
You follow behind, and it's strange because you're traveling, at a regular walking pace, but then you suddenly find yourself no longer in this large field, which is just filled with wheat on different sides, a very strange place for this tavern or a cafe. And instead, you find yourself at an edge of a forest and, looking down into what appears to be a swamp. And no, I did point by for everyone's stats. I wanted to make sure people actually had their appropriate stats in their classes, so they weren't just entirely useless. Anyways, and you're in this swamp. The water is murky, gross. You feel almost like all of your energy is being sucked out just by being in the vicinity of this area. It's not a pleasant feeling. And Hattori has their hand on their weapon and is looking around. There's a creature in here that's causing this. And we need to relocate it at the very least.
Do we know where they might be exactly? It was just kind of a guess.
To figure out if this is the right word or not. Yeah. I was told that we should follow the miasma.
The what?
Miasma?
I'm sure lots of good things always come out of doing that.
I didn't know you had asthma.
I'm sorry. What happened with your lungs?
I hate both of you.
It's
This is what an 8
the
int
vapor
gives you.
and you look at your feet and you can see this like somewhat thin veil of purple mist.
Oh,
Just
the wind
licking
snakes.
against your leg and brushing between you, and it kind of tingles,
Oh, I
but
call
not
it
in a
wind.
pleasant way.
I call it wind snakes.
We call it miasma.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
I'm
completely
very
wrong.
sorry that that's doing that to you.
Well, so you want us to capture this creature, yes?
We need to at
Relocate?
least relocate it at the very least.
So we're not killing it.
That's one option.
Oh.
I suppose you can relocate a dead body. Seems a little morbid, though.
Isn't that what... okay. I thought that's what graves were. You just move it from here and then you
Cricket.
put it in the hole.
Cricket.
Dark.
Well, I guess that's a thing.
So we should build a trap. Yes?
It depends how big it is. We're not really sure.
I mean, other than this general area, do you know where we should maybe walk to?
Well, we're supposed to just follow it. The thicker it gets, the closer we'll be.
All right. Well, shall we follow then?
That's one hell of a tracking method.
Yeah.
All right, then I guess each of you will do what is the check that would make the most sense? I guess this is survival. Balrin's at a +2. Miggy is at a +3. Kinara is at a +0. And Israel is at a +2.
21.
18.
15.
6.
Well, at some point, Balrin, you begin to really pick up on the trail. It was a 21, right? And you get the sense that you actually know that it's strangely everywhere. And while you are traveling through here and chasing after something, you don't think it's what you're looking for.
I think I actually might be wrong, friends. We might be wrong. I just get the feeling that what we're chasing is not what we're looking for.
Then what are we looking for?
That I'm not quite sure, but I don't think it's what we think we're looking for.
Do we start looking for something else?
Do we continue the hunt, or what do we do?
She looks around and her eyes flash with a magical energy. I think you're right. I think they're everywhere.
Indeed.
Oh. And she kind of pauses. She has her hand on the hilt of her sword. Perhaps we should go back. And she turns and you can see these vines of like an ivy kind of growing across the ground and beginning to grow upwards and create what appears to be like a barrier between you and the direction you came.
I'm afraid that's not going to be an option.
Oh, that's mean.
I mean, they're just plants. Couldn't we try to burn them?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's going to be a good idea.
Balrin, roll a d20.
I think I know what my class is. Natural 20.
You reach out your hand and you're like, that's not going to be an option. And fire flicks off of your fingertips and strikes directly into the ivy. Roll a d10 for me.
5.
And I think you do it twice because I think the d20 you crit.
I did, yeah. 5 plus 9 is 14.
14. You deal 14 fire damage to the wall with the firebolt cantrip.
I think I know what class I am. I'm a druid, aren't I?
That was impressive.
Maybe those eggs were a little spicier than I thought they were.
If you eat spicy eggs, do you make fire?
I don't know, but I apparently
Love
just
to learn
did.
about.
Oops.
Well, not oops at all. We wanted that to go away.
And
Good
you
to
see
know.
this large flaming hole, which the plants are struggling to regrow back into place where the fire had been shot.
I think it's time for us to go.
Yeah.
We can decide on the spicy eggs later, but let's move out.
I'm going to give.
I was expecting you to say roll out.
Roll out, Transformers.
Not-
I'm gonna give Barin like the grandpa pat on the back as I walk past.
Hold on. I need to check something.
And you cast fireball on me.
As you give the who are you doing this to? Sorry.
Barin.
Okay. As you walk by Baron and give them a pat on the back, you suddenly feel an energy passing through your hand and into them. And you have just received guidance.
Oh.
Nice.
Thank you for your support. I feel better.
You can add for up to 1 minute a d4 to a number rolled on an ability check. And yeah.
Are the plants growing back again?
They're struggling to in the spot where the fire was, but they are growing taller in places where the fire wasn't. It seems like they're trying to lock you into the spot.
I think it's time to go. Come on, come along, come along.
Yeah, can we jump through the
Ah,
space
on the way.
that's there?
It's
is it-
starting to grow, but you could try jumping through it.
I will, before we start going through, I'll cast another firebolt at it, or try
Okay.
to, spicy
So
eggs.
we'll put us into an initiative. That way it's
Oh.
easier. And that means, Baron, you'll be rolling at a... Oh, I can't get your sheet up for some reason. A +3. Miggy, you're rolling at a +2. Ashriel, you're rolling at a +2. And Kinara, you're rolling at a +3.
Okay, so my
Oh.
dex is 3.
And I need to bring up a sheet so I can mark this down. So we'll start with Miggy.
I got a 17.
Miggy, 17. And your firebolt was at a +3, by the way.
Oh, good to know.
Ashriel,
9.
9. Kanara,
16.
16 is ahead of that. And then Balren.
16.
So I guess now we need to know who has the higher dex. And
I have a +3 dex.
I also have
and-
+3.
well, I'll tell you that you both have a +6. You both have a 16.
Oh, okay. Good to
So
you have the
now
same.
that you had to know this stat, who wants to go first?
You can
You
go
can
first.
go first. Okay, I'll go first.
All right.
I'm trying to catch a fly that's been trying to ruin my day.
That is
Also.
that. So there's 3 of you on a 16. And I guess I'll put you both ahead of the NPC. So you were firing a firebolt at that as an action, as a free thing to do before the combat began?
Yeah, so with the +3, it'd be a 16 to hit.
Okay, so you were striking the general same area, I assume?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Roll damage.
So that's a 4.
4. All right, you burn a bit more of it. It's easier to get through now.
Just open it up a little more.
That takes us to the first turn is Miggy, and you have a 30-foot walking speed.
Excellent. Can I try to run up and jump through the closing hole?
It's 15 feet away from you, so you can run up. You're trying to jump through it, so that's an acrobatics at a +2.
That's a nat 1.
Well, you do get through the hole,
Cat bones.
but you're stuck.
Oh dear.
your hands as you were jumping through, you were trying to get them, but one is forward in front of you to like leverage yourself on the ground, while the other one is kind of stuck in the back, and you can actually feel one of the vines beginning to grow around it, restraining you. Make a athletics at a -1.
Oh, that's a 17.
It actually breaks free. It rolled a 2. So you managed to pull your wrist through, and then with the rest of your movement, I'll say that you get to the other side of the wall and move aside enough that someone else can move through it.
Okay. And that counted my movement and my action, or is that just my movement?
Just your movement. I'll let the thing just be an athletics. It was trying to grapple you.
All right. I'm just going to point my hand at it and go, huh, and hope that something happens.
It grapples around. It tries to grapple around your hand as you reach towards it, keeping you in place.
I'll end
Yeah,
my turn
you
there.
tried, but yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah, there is something you can do. It has to roll actually. So it goes to move towards. I just realized. Yeah, it goes to move towards you. 30 feet. Ooh. I'm gonna need the others to all roll a dexterity save.
Am I proficient in that?
You have a +3. Shira, you have a +4. And Balrin, you have a +3.
Dirty 20 for me.
Okay. That beats the 12. Your DC is 12.
16.
Okay. So roll 2d4 damage, please.
Okay.
As you cast Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Oh, yay. I got 6.
6. So a stream of acid flies out of your hand into a straight line, striking into the wall and beginning to melt through it with acid, and just barely everyone else manages to dodge out of the way. Is that your turn?
Yeah, he's just gonna stare at his hand in awe now.
That takes us to Balrin.
You muted, Bowen.
I will go ahead and firebolt
The wall again?
Wall again.
Mm-hmm.
You said it's +3. Nope, doesn't matter. I rolled a 2. It was almost a 20. That's bullshit. So
it does strike against the wall, but it doesn't burn away as much.
Okay.
It does prevent it from spreading any further in the spot where the hole is.
Well, that's good. And they're not. Miggy is no longer blocking the way, correct?
No, and they've also made themselves the hole a little bit bigger with the acid that they just sprayed out at everyone.
Fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead.
Turns out that Miggy is that lizard from Jurassic Park.
Oh, the Dilophosaurus.
Yeah.
I hated that
acid,
growing up.
Kills Newman.
The Dilophosaurus.
Spoiler.
When I was
Okay,
little,
There
I
are no
actually
spoilers
jumped
for that
out.
movie.
It's 25 years old. There's no more spoilers.
When I was little, I actually jumped out of my room and scared my parents at that scene because I jump out and I just go, "Hi!"
Oh my god.
I scared the shit out of them.
Nice.
Remind me to tell you my Jurassic Park story.
You can't spoil any movie that's over 20 years old. That's on you at
That's
that
fair.
point.
Yeah.
Unless you're a newborn child.
That's fine.
I don't know. Children are on thin fucking ice.
So what else are you doing, Balrin?
I'm gonna go ahead and try and jump through the hole.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check.
What do I add to my acrobatics?
That is a. No, make sure it's the right character. That is a +3.
+3, so that'll put me at 13.
13. You managed to get through the hole. So you use 15 of your movement to get there roughly, and then you still have, I'll say 5 more of your movement. This isn't the right battle screen, by the way. We don't have to be on the battle screen.
Okay, cool. Then I will go ahead and I'll take like 5 feet away from it, just so it can't grab me. But I'm gonna stay close in case I need to.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually what you saw there. That map was actually the tavern.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I thought it was a scary place where we were going to die.
No.
Well,
No.
it could still be.
Could very well still be.
That's me. That's my life.
All right, so you get about 5 feet away from the wall, and you can actually see on this opposite side. Make a perception check. No action required.
Perception's a +4. 12.
You can see that there's a plant above where all these vines are coming from, and it's like that dinosaur. You know, the big leaves, kind of staring down at you, massive teeth.
It's Audrey too.
I was about to say that.
I have another
You
story
don't
about
know
that
how
too.
much. You don't know how much Little Shop means to me.
Kinara, you are up.
Fucking good.
I also have a fun little shop story.
I'm gonna look at the two coolios in front of me who are using fire and acid and go, "Can I do that?" And then just raise my hand and go, "Ha!"
Let me go find out.
See if anything comes out.
Oh, okay. You flick out your hand, and a lasso made of lightning flies out towards the towards the plant, and you notice that it wraps around some of them and then drags it in towards you. You have the cantrip lightning lure.
Oh, okay. Bonkers. Hang on, I gotta write this down.
Bring some plants towards you, but
Did I rip them out of the wall?
yeah.
Hey, I did it. Oh, shit. I'm gonna try going through it.
Yeah. All right. You move the 15 feet to get up. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check with a +3.
What am I proficient in? No. It's a 9.
No, what'd you roll? No, you get through it. It's kind of gross. You know, you get your arm gets stuck. Miggy sees you, realizes what's going on, and kind of pulls your arm out. You get through to the other side, but all your movement's been used.
Question, can I fly?
Yes. You have wings.
Is my flying faster than my walking?
Hell yeah.
I want to do that instead.
You get to the other side, and then you're like, oh, wait, wings.
I know, I get on the other side, I'm like, wait a minute, hey, why? I just flap my wings.
You've got another 20 feet of movement with your wings.
Oh my god.
Forgot I had those. It's an action, right, for lightning lure? Let me
Yeah, you've already used your action.
Oh, okay, then I can't, like, attack with a great axe. Then I will... Do I have bonus actions?
I don't think so.
I will just vibe.
Well, you do have one, but I can't tell you what it is.
That's cool. I'll throw a rock. I'm pretty sure a rock counts as like a light weapon. For 2-weapon fighting.
No!
Just chuck one at the wall.
Hitori's up. Hitori will run up to the wall, take a slice at it because she doesn't realize where the creature is. She makes a pretty good clean cut out of it, and you'll notice that the blade begins to glow a blue energy as it strikes through and causes a much bigger grow in the hole, and they just kind of step through it. Esriel?
I suppose that's really the quickest way. I'm just gonna jump right through.
Yep, you don't even have to make an acrobatics check. Unless you don't know what your acrobatics is and you want to roll it.
I
But I think
already know what my acrobatics is.
then you're good.
You had me do it earlier.
You get through it the same way. You've got 20 feet of movement still, I
I wanna-
believe.
I want to be cool and just kind of vault with the quarterstaff.
Vault with the, yeah, sure. You vault through it.
See,
You
I'm
have
cool.
you have probably 10 left of your 30 speed.
We're level 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm assuming that the thing up there hasn't been pointed out to us.
Nope.
And even then, I don't really know what I could do for it, so I'm just gonna kind of wait for instructions or guidance or something.
You've got to the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
That takes us to Miggy.
Okay. So everybody got through at this point, right?
Yep, everybody's through. A couple people are kind of in the same square, but for the most part.
Do I feel magically exhausted? Like I perhaps don't have any more spell slots left?
Let me go. Miggy. Yes, you do feel magically exhausted.
Okay, cool. Then can I use my turn to just talk to shoot, I forget her name. Himura?
Oh,
Which one?
Hitori?
Hitori?
Hitori, yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Then I will turn to Hitori. So, this is not what we're looking for. Yes, then what should we do?
We need to find where its source is so we can defeat that.
Oh,
It should be a rather large plant with big teeth, I think.
I found it.
Oh, good job. They're pointing
And
up.
as she,
that helps.
turns to look at the giant plant, Miggy, do you have anything you want to do on your turn?
Was it having that conversation count as my action?
I'll make it your bonus action.
Okay. I don't know what else I can do, really. Can I, it's up high, or like, can I reach it, smack it with a quarterstaff?
It's somewhat up high, but you see that the vines, everything is attached to it.
All right, I'm just gonna smack part of it with my stick.
All right. If you're going in with the quarterstaff, that's a +1 to hit.
Oh, it was a +5 earlier. Okay.
For the, which one was a +5? That one.
When I smacked the chair. Okay, I thought that was a weird roll.
Yeah, I just realized. So it was plus. Are you sure it was? Oh, maybe I was mixing someone else's sheet up.
No worries, no worries.
Because yours did a -1 damage. You knew that one, right? Was a 1d6
yeah, it
minus
was
1.
-1 damage. So I thought it was kind of weird.
Yeah, it's a +1.
Okay, well, I don't think I hit the 6.
No, well, you do.
I hit.
It just doesn't really do anything.
All right, he's just smacking at it like an annoyed old man.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Is that your turn?
I'll move away from it a little bit.
Yep, that's fair. I'm trying to see if there's anything else you can do. I'm curious now.
I wouldn't know it anyway.
Nope. All right, that takes us to Baron.
Okay. I am going to aim my fire bolts up at, because it seems like thing that's not always failing me, up at the Audrey 2 head.
Let me see if anything special happens. So you go and you think, I want to attack this thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel when you're trying to attack it? Do you feel like you want to hit all of it, or do you feel like you want to hit just a part of it?
I mean, I specifically want to hit the thing's head, or what looks
Okay.
like the head
So-
would be.
Roll the +3.
+3, okay. That's 15, 16, 17, 18. 18.
Yeah, that hits with the firebolt. So it's the add your
D10.
Yep.
Just 5.
5. Yeah. So it strikes into it, and as the firebolt, splashes against its face and strikes into the general, like, the mouth area, it makes a horrifying, like, and then pulls more of these vines out from its kind of like limbs as it begins to combine them all together and give itself a humanoid form.
Oh, it's right there still.
Seeing now that it can't capture you.
I don't like this. I'll go ahead and take like 10 steps, like 10 feet back of movement.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
Kanara.
I mean, I'm gonna stare at my hands that shot lightning,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna. How far is it from me?
I think based on where you got out of the hole, like 5-10 feet at the most.
Okay. Can I try flying up to it and hitting it with a great axe? Since it's
Sure.
isn't it on top of the thing?
Yep. You roll for a great axe with a +1.
What the fuck am I? I'm not a fighter if I can cast spells. It's a dirty 20.
What?
I rolled a 19.
Roll 1d12 -1.
Oh, -1? Jesus Christ. All right, so that's what my strength is. 5.
As you're swinging, you realize, oh no, this isn't right, and you swing into it, and you do hit, but it feels heavier now that you're actually swinging it.
It hit because gravity, because I am flying and I let it go down. That's the only reason it hit something.
It doesn't feel good.
I'm like, oh, I don't like this. Bad. This is heavy. That's
Anything
my turn.
else?
I mean,
Good to know.
any bonus actions? Again, don't. Can I? Yeah, it's my turn. I don't know of any bonus actions I could take. Also, I'm some kind of fucking caster, but all of my casting abilities are shit.
So we will go with it. It will now that it's formed all of its vines into humanoid arms, humanoid legs, and this scrawny little body. It now reaches up and tries to make itself like hands, and you see these long, viney fingers, which then lash out towards Hattori like a whip.
I don't like this.
What? Oh, you don't like? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, that does strike Hattori. She takes a pretty good amount of damage as they strike directly against her, kind of unfortunately ruining a bit of the uniform. She used her arm to brace herself, and she's looking fairly hurt. Not really hurt, but fairly hurt as the vine-like whips lash against her. That goes to her turn. Reeling back in pain, she'll take a strike. Okay, that also hits. Okay. She thrusts forward with her sword, reaching upwards towards its face and directly stabs into the side of its mouth, knocking one of the teeth out. And that takes us to Israel.
All right.
Israel. Israel.
Eshiral. Shit. Wisdom save time. All right. I'm just gonna run straight up to that thing.
Uh-huh.
Get around for the flank, and if possible, and then whack.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to make a acrobatics check.
Yes. of all the times to waste a nat 20.
Yes, perfect. I knew what I was doing. You slide underneath Barin, then underneath the creature, come up for an attack with advantage.
Hey. I need that advantage. Yay! You said to hit is plus 4 with this thing, right?
I will double check. Yes.
Dirty 20.
You can hit for 1d6 plus 2.
So 4.
And then you
And then
can
bonus
action.
action. Bam!
Yep. That's a plus 4 as well.
19.
Oh, I just realized that you're not rolling a d6. It's a d8 because you're holding it in both hands. Whoops.
Oh. That's okay. I'll still take the 4 for it.
And then the unarmed attack is, I think it's a d4 right now.
D4.
Let me go double. Unarmed strike equals yeah, it's a d4 right now.
And then is that also plus my
Plus 2. Yeah.
2? 5.
5. All right, you come in with the first strike, you strike into its leg, then swiftly turn to the other side and in a very cool manner knock into the knee that it's developed, and it begins to fall forward slightly, making itself more vulnerable for the next attack.
Right. Hey, y'all, I think I'm doing it.
Is that everything?
That's it for me.
Miggy, you're up.
Okay, so it's taken a humanoid shape.
Yes,
I
it
understood that
has.
correctly.
It's got like these, it's using all of its vines that were from the wall to transfer into like arms, legs, and a small little body. It doesn't quite understand anatomy. It kind of looks like a stick man.
It's the guy you draw for
Okay.
him.
Hmm. And the vine's just kind of going all over the place.
Yeah. It has on its arms, it's using the vines that are still growing to create like whips.
Do I have sharp teeth, or have they like fallen out in
Do
old
you
age?
have sharp teeth?
All right. Well, I don't know what else I can do, so I'm just gonna try biting one of the whippy arm vines off.
All right. Go ahead and bite with a. This is at a right sheet. I need the right sheet. Oh, it's also at a +1.
I figured. Oh, but that's a nat 20.
Oh, well, you regenerate 3 HP that you don't need from your
Sweet.
bite attack. And you do 1d6 minus 1 damage. So roll 2d6.
All right.
As you use your Hungry Draw ability, which once per short rest, as a bonus action, you can make a bite attack, and if it hits, you gain 3 temporary HP. Oh, so you do get to, it does actually matter.
Temporary HP.
Temp
Nice.
HP.
Okay. That is 8 damage.
Nice. You bite into, you see where they went in for the 2 strikes on the legs, and then you go in for one of the weaker joints and manage to rend its kneecap out, and it kind of collapses half down because it doesn't quite understand the body that it's created. Yeah.
Cool. What does it taste like?
Oh, what does it taste like?
Because I have a feeling with the spell, with the skill description, I am literally just eating part of it here.
Yeah, that's fair. What does ivy taste like?
Oh,
Like the plant, like the viney growth?
Yeah, because
it's
the vine.
hella chewy. It tastes weird. Don't ask why I know this. Did I just used to put plants in my mouth? Sure. It's so chewy. It's disgusting.
I believe that.
I mean, hold on. They replaced her blood with aloe, her skin with chlorophyll, and her lips with poison.
Poison ivy.
I was trying to remember how she did that in the movie.
Do you have anything else you're doing?
It also
I
tastes
guess
like
I'm just
mint.
standing there like chewing it now because apparently it's very chewy.
Yep.
Don't eat the
kinda-
roots, eat the leaves. Those are actually real good if they're
Sit.
not poison. I put a
Sit.
lot of things into my mouth as a child that I really shouldn't
Sit.
have been doing anything with.
That song, "Don't You Put It in Your Mouth," would have been important for you.
Oh, I
Yeah.
used to get yelled at. Someone's like, "What is that? What's in there?" And I'm like, "Nothing."
What do you
Choose
have?
faster.
A knife? No.
What's in your mouth? Choose faster. No, stop it.
We as Canadians must show them, don't you put it in your mouth later.
Yep.
If they haven't already seen it.
It's an important song.
Oh, I've
A
seen it.
very important piece of Canadian
I
culture.
believe
in
I
your
have
face.
sent it to everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, good. And house hippos.
Yep. House hippos are important too.
Excellent. All right. Anyways, yeah. Actually, if I back up to try to attack me.
Not happening anymore.
No, you took it at kneecap, so it's not happy.
Okay. So yeah,
Yep.
I'll take out a kneecap and then just take 20 feet back.
Ah, my knees.
All right.
Sorry.
That takes us to Baron.
All right. I'm gonna look at I keep on saying Naruto and it's not Naruto.
It's not Naruto.
Hatari.
Sorry.
And I don't know. I'm gonna be like, do I know?
Hatari, middle name Naruto.
I don't know if I can do
Atari
this
Naruto
or not.
run.
Perfect. But apparently I can do some magic. I hope you feel better.
Oh.
If I tap them, do I have any healing capabilities?
I hope you feel better. And let me go and double check.
I have some
You
type of magic, so
cast
maybe.
healing word,
Oh.
and a bit of energy pulsates through you and into them, and their wounds begin to heal. 1d4 plus 2.
I can roll that. Hey, it's a 4. Plus 2
4.
is 6.
6. They heal for 6 damage. It looks like they healed the amount they had taken
Oh, good.
as their wounds all recover.
Oh, that's good to know.
And that was only your bonus action.
Oh. I can still cast a cantrip, correct?
You can cast a cantrip.
Okay. I will look and be like, and I don't think I like you very much, and I will pew pew.
All right.
I'm
Plus
gonna
3.
figure gun shoot. Ooh, 14.
That hits.
Hey. I'm using my new fire dice that I bought for Shay, and
You're underneath this, right?
I took 10 steps back from the wall.
Oh,
I
okay.
took 15
I'm
steps
just
back
wondering
from
if
the
you're
wall.
aiming for the butthole. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
I mean, I can't. So that's a 7.
How do you want to do it?
Oh!
That's why I was asking if you're aiming
Yeah,
for
if I
the
can see the butthole,
butthole.
I'm just gonna shoot it straight through them, just burn them in half.
It's the scene, you know, when
Starting with the
Luke
butt.
shoots the shoots the laser into the Death Star.
Exactly, perfect.
Ivy begins to fly out and explode everywhere. The plant's head lands at your feet. Fire begins to erupt from it, but doesn't seem to catch on any of the trees nearby.
Sorry. That was quite exciting, wasn't it?
You notice that the purple mist at your feet begins to slowly drop,
Oh, no, I
but
think.
not completely vanish.
Oh.
Damn, that was pretty damn good.
I didn't know if I could actually do any of that stuff, so that was quite a surprise. I think I might be a bit of a magic user.
Right.
Yep.
I think so.
So you
think
figured
you're
out your
magic.
class yet?
I think I'm a druid.
You're right. You're a druid.
I would be the fucking magic user. My dumbass. So I think, I don't know, I get good feelings around plants and stuff, so
Oh.
maybe that's like a thing. I think I just feel it right. I feel kind of bad killing that one. That one, it wasn't very nice, but it was trying to kill us all, and I don't really like that.
Here I was simply thinking we had very different definitions of good feelings.
Oh,
Oh.
yes. No, this one did not. I mean, the plants in general tend to give me a good feeling. This plant made me a little sad inside.
I mean, you can figure out what sort of plant this is.
I
What is?
Kinara,
Uh-huh. I think I know what I
you
am, by the way.
suddenly feel something brushing against your leg.
Wind snake.
And you see one of the tendril-like vines wrapping around your ankle. And you take as it rolls a 15, it hits you.
No. Oh, wait. The 15 hits?
Yes. And you take 4 points of slashing damage as it slashes against your leg.
Ow.
But as you say ow,
I know what I am.
you suddenly begin, your eyes flash over with red flames, and you stare down at it, point one of your hands, and these demonic words begin screaming out of your mouth as you cast Hellish Rebuke.
Yo. I was right.
It fails its save. You have 2d10s fire damage.
Oh, you're warlock?
Yeah. 2d10. Jesus Christ. I realized because I was like, I'm a charisma caster and I'm not a bard. And I don't think I'd be a sorcerer, so warlock it. And then I remembered you said someone's not gonna get their strawberry scented eldritch blast. And I was like, I was like, I'm a warlock.
Yeah, when we were in the chat, I said someone's not getting the strawberry scented cantrip.
By the way, that's 10 fire damage.
10 fire damage. The fire rips up the vine, crumbling it into ash as it leads right directly into the base of another one of these flowery creatures. And while it is not down, you see that it is incredibly wounded by your rebuttal. Your angry rebuttal.
No, don't touch. No.
This is my no-no square.
I literally looked at it and my brain just assumed, snake! Sparrows can be eaten by snakes. I don't like them.
So let's see. That'll put us back into the initiative. I'll keep it the same. That was its turn. So that takes us to, I believe, who went last? That was
I did.
Balrin. So yeah,
Balrin.
it's Kinara. It's your turn.
I mean, I am looking at it. Do I feel any other demonic powers inside of me?
Oh, you feel this strange like force growing inside you of anger, but you can't quite figure out what it is.
I mean, I'm gonna put away this great axe because this is clearly not gonna work out for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just go, okay, I feel like hot inside. Like, you know, when you're mad and it like gets all hot in there and it's like bad. I don't like this plant, and I'm gonna just try and cast a spell.
Yeah, the spell that actually, because you don't know you have this. I don't like this plant. I want it to be friends with me now. You cast friends.
Sure. Sure. Gonna add that to my list of fucking spells.
Oh crap. It rolled twice, and it rolled a 1 and a 2. It failed. It's now friendly towards you.
Why? Yay!
The plant looks at you. And it's just staring at you.
I don't like you.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that's an action, and I'm pretty sure I don't have bonus, so...
Yeah.
I made it stop.
That takes us to Tori, who then rushes up to it. Gonna make an athletic check to bounce off of Miggy. You just feel this light foot gently push down on your shoulder as she jumps upward, lands on you, and then uses you as a leaping board. Yeah, that hits. She slashes down with her katana and does okay. Yeah, it's looking really hurt. Its attention is now drawn to her. Estriel.
All right. You know what that means. Just time to attack again.
Yep.
Beep, boop, boop, boop. Ah. Buzz. 19.
19. Are you using anyone as a leap? It is high up. It's not,
Yep.
it doesn't
Yeah.
turn itself into a body.
Oh,
so the
great.
19 can be your acrobatics or whatever it is. Like,
Okay, wait. Then -2 from that. Then so 17 for my acrobatics.
17. Yeah, you managed to bounce off of not Kanara, Hitori, who had just gone in there for a leap. You're all playing leapfrog, bounce.
Bounce. So Hitori goes off Miggy. I go off Miggy and Hitori. Just like,
Yep.
ugh.
Jump up, launch into it.
Net 20.
Nice.
And you said it's actually a D8.
It's a D8. Roll
both
your
hands?
damage. D8 plus 2.
It was only a 5.
Is it double? I'll let you do it twice. I think double dice is what we're doing.
Oh wait, I forgot that it's double. But 5 then plus another 2. That's
7 plus 2 is 9.
no. That was already plus the 2.
Oh, okay. So what is it then?
It's just the
7.
7.
Okay. Yeah, you leapfrog from Miggy, jump off of Hitori's shoulder, jump upwards, come down with a slamming strike into it directly across its face.
Am I able to bonus action just backhand it on the
Yep.
way down?
As you're on your way down, you come in with a sweeping kick to turn around, strike. What do you got?
21.
21, that hits. Hi, Strom.
Extra 5.
Extra 5, yeah, it's close to dead. You strike into its head, you knock it, and the teeth that are in the mouth begin to collapse to the ground, and it's looking hurt.
I'm just gonna go.
That takes us to Miggy.
So, just a random question.
Uh-huh.
Does being used as a trampoline by small children bring back any memories in my life?
Oh, that's a good. Make a history. No, that's not right, is it? Yeah, we'll make a history check. That sounds.
A dirty 20.
You suddenly have the memory of 2 small children using your stomach as you're trying to rest as a bouncing trampoline. That just triggers in your head.
Oh. Well, he will smile fondly then, because that sounds like a good memory.
Mhm.
And
You seemed annoyed at the time, but it was cute.
yeah, in retrospect. Oh.
Yeah.
So I can only do the bite once per. Yeah.
Well, you can do a bite as much as you want. It was the extra damage.
Oh,
the
gotcha.
temporary HP. That's the hungry attack is once per short rest.
Gotcha. Gotta have more cantrips, but I'm not sure.
You gonna just throw your hands out and hope something happens?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. You throw your hand out. Your hand brushes against Hitori lightly as it does, and you cast mending on her shirt, and her shirt fixes itself.
What a useful skill. I don't need to know how to sew now.
You wanted to do something more, but at least now her outfit's nice again.
Yeah, I mean that's really important.
Is that
Yeah.
all right? Barin, you're up.
All right, seeing this thing, and we've gotten some hits on it. I'm just gonna look at it and be like, well, I took out one of you. Let's see if I can take another one out. And I'm going to pew pew.
Yep.
Watson, can I please have some dice? Thank you, sir. Oh, not bad. 14 plus 3 is
17. That hits.
17. Watson, can I have a D10, please? Thank you. He's literally in my entire dice box.
Yep. Sounds about right.
That is 5 points of damage.
How do you want to do it?
Oh! I mean, I don't think I'm right under this one, so I'll just be like, literally, like, look at it, look at everyone else, finger gun, and be like, pew.
The fire begins to build at your fingertip, launches out towards it, strikes it directly in the middle of the forehead, and burrows right through it. All the ooze of the flower begins to seep out, and then it collapses directly to the ground, lifeless.
Oh, there's the big boy.
As the purple miasma at your feet begins to just vanish.
Don't need the dice.
Hittori's eating your dice.
And as it vanishes, and the flowers do as well, you see a small piece of paper sitting on the ground that looks torn in a spot.
Watson, seriously?
Thank you for the cat button.
That's just lewd.
Honestly, we're gonna get demonetized.
There are nudity laws against this, sir.
We're gonna get in so much trouble. Twitter's gonna take us down. We're being obscene.
I'm just gonna take a picture.
Did you hear? Do you need me to repeat what I said?
What?
No, there is a note. All the flowers disappeared, and there is a note.
A scratched up, not a scratched, a torn piece of paper with ink written on it on the ground.
I think that might be mine. I will go pick it up. And
you pick it up?
Yes.
And I assume you put it next to the piece that you had before?
I do.
And it's a perfect cut. It matches.
And it says?
It says, you don't want to remember.
Why is he always going to do me dirty like this?
And then the words seem to, in ink, begin to slowly drip off the paper as the paper combines into a piece, a regular piece, not torn.
Oh. I don't. It said that you don't want to remember, and now it's gone. It's just a blank piece of paper.
Right. That doesn't seem entirely natural.
That's bad, right?
It feels very bad.
Oh, someone's just trying to scare you. This little prank. If I cast mending on the paper, does the writing come back?
You cast mending on the paper. Let me go look at mending.
While you look at mending, to answer your question, Strom, I'm a druid.
I'm a warlock.
I'm an artificer.
No, shit. It doesn't bring anything back.
Yeah.
I just fixed the paper.
The paper was already, it mended itself.
Yeah, it already fixed itself.
Yeah. It's now just a clean sheet of paper.
I didn't think it would work because it doesn't restore any magic stuff. But
can I stare at the paper and try and discern if it's magic?
Please do not flash your butthole to everyone again.
He's trying to get traffic towards his OnlyFans.
Right? You do not seem to have detect magic.
But do I have Arcana checks?
At a -1.
I could do an Arcana check at a +4.
I just want to know what it is. What my Arcana is.
You should know. Am
I proficient? Am I proficient in it? I don't know what I'm proficient in yet. I haven't rolled any proficiencies.
That's fair. You're right.
So now I'm just going down the list of like, hey, does this seem like a Arcana time? Also, that's an 8. I don't know what I'm just staring at it.
Yeah. It's a piece of paper made
Um,
from a tree, probably.
Bad vibes paper.
Yeah.
I don't know if this was just directed at me, but it feels like it might have been, since I have, the other piece. Or is this, if this is to all of us? But that seems odd because we all seem to have come from different places. I honestly,
Is it making you wonder if you were a bad person before?
I mean, yes, a little bit.
But you're so nice.
I mean, I'm nice now because I don't have any memories that would tell me otherwise.
Well, you seem a
mean-
little stuck up, actually.
Oh.
Oh,
But
I mean,
if that means you're nice at your core. If you don't remember any of the bad stuff at like the center, you're nice.
I mean, couldn't we all argue at some point we're all nice, and our
No.
experiences and our memories bring us into what people might say is not nice? So,
I'm pretty
at
sure
our
there's
core,
some people who are just mean.
Well, yeah,
possibly.
but do you really think that people are made mean from the moment that they come around?
Met a mean
But-
snake, but I don't think they're just born mean.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
snakes aren't
I
born mean. They're just, small.
They bite you if you pick them up.
They're scared of you.
It definitely. I don't know if this is just directed at me or if it's to all of us, but
But
it
you did
definitely
find your
feels like-
piece.
I did. The one piece was with me, so I'm feeling maybe
Hmm.
or there's something in my life I don't want to remember because it's
What if it-
heartbreaking, or in the DM's usual case, traumatizing to me somehow.
What if it's sad?
Right.
Well, if it's sad, then the way to move past it is to not just forget it completely. That's not how it works.
And sometimes people come to us because they want to forget.
That could be. Maybe I chose this for myself. This is like internal sunshine, a spotless night moment for me.
Do I see the edges of a train car inside of this goddamn room?
Is there,
You're
oh my-
in the wilderness.
Oh, I meant, is this Infinity Train? Are we on the trauma train?
It definitely gives me something to think about. But maybe we should continue on. I feel like we've actually learned a lot about ourselves.
Yes, and we're supposed to relocate this corpse. Yes.
Yeah, I can do this. And I just start demonic voice coming, just like demonic garble.
Mhm,
I'm
mhm.
just like,
Oh, that's
I don't know what that says.
Right. I don't.
Oh.
horrifying.
And my eyes are technically already black because they're bird eyes.
Mhm.
So
mean,
no
I
one can
did-
tell when they film over from darkness.
I did
Right.
once hear that all the birds were killed and they now work for bourgeoisie.
I do work for a rich person.
Mm. Oh, is that memory coming back to you now?
So
No, I just feel like birds work for the bourgeoisie.
Right,
do
that's
we
fair.
do we want to return back now?
I mean, there's a job done here. Does everyone feel like
Right, do we feel
it works
accomplished?
good?
Well, we were coming here to correct this issue, which was also to find the piece of yourself that you lost. But it sounds like you don't have your memories.
I don't think I want to find my memories. Oh, I set it up so it's harder. But guess we don't know till we find out. Yes, I think it might be a good idea for us to. Is there anything else around here? Can I do an investigation check, see if there's anything else
Sure, make an
Oh,
investigation check.
noteworthy? That's a 19.
19.
Yep.
Let's see. You find several plants that can be useful for creating herbs, creating medical type herbs and other things like that.
Oh, I will go ahead and collect those.
Yeah.
In my herbalism kit.
Yep.
That actually really clued me.
Based on most of the pickings actually came off of the plant, which you can now also create, you think, some antitoxin for this plant.
Buddy, do not sit against the candle, please. Okay.
Just getting into all forms of trouble tonight.
This boy, he is getting needy.
Just a troublesome little baby.
He is getting very needy.
Hello, boy. Welcome.
Welcome.
This is I think I found
Hello,
some
man.
useful stuff for us.
Hello, taxpayer.
He pays no taxes, this fucking bum.
So?
I think this is some useful stuff for us. But we should probably be off.
Do I know if, like, 'cause are they just leaving the body here, the plant?
The planet actually vanished, like, into that piece of paper.
Oh, it turned into the paper.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And the area seems like nothing's wrong with it anymore. You said the miasma was gone.
Yeah, it was gone, and it seems to be returning back to a more green, lush forest instead of a purpley, swampy color.
And the water doesn't look contaminated.
It seems clean now.
All right, cool.
Thank you to Eric for playing Genshin, for helping me come up with the idea of what to do in that scene.
Oh.
I mean, it feels like nature's returning to where it wants to be, where it's supposed to be again.
And you're a druid. It makes sense that this happened to you.
Can
Yeah,
I
it
stick my
does.
hand in the ground and look for bugs?
Oh my god. You want to do... All right.
Can I assist with a nature check?
Yeah, sure. You can
nature?
both do a nature check.
I don't have that one yet.
Your nature...
No,
Your nature,
Me? Bird?
Kanara, is at a +1.
And my nature?
I'm proficient in it!
And your nature, Baron, your nature, is a +1.
I am not proficient in it.
16.
Ooh, you find bugs.
19.
I'm just holding them. What, is it crickets or worms?
Worms.
Just peek down to eat.
Yeah, because you're a
Oh,
bird.
yeah, you're just going for that. Right. All right.
It's
Shall we then?
Even outside of like the bird thing, they're like really good for protein.
Oh my
I
god.
keep that in mind. Thank you.
If you're really hungry and you can't find game, bugs are always good to eat.
We're good. Thanks.
I will keep that in mind.
That's the DM saying, we're good, thanks, like from the sky.
There's a voice up there. Hey, who's that?
Who heard that? I guess
It's a
shall
voice
we...
only I hear in demonic whispers.
Yep, that's it.
Let's go. Oh.
Shall we, my friends?
You start returning back, and the road, it takes a while to get back to all that ails you. But when you arrive, you see Ronan there with a giant spread of food, all terrible looking. And that'll be where we end this week.
All right.
Oh. Okay. I can't wait to eat some so I can find out what my con save is.
Eat something awful so you can make a con save. That was my plan.
So, we figured out our classes.
Yeah.
We figured out that maybe you don't want to remember what you forgot.
Yeah.
And that Liz is stuck being a caster.
Have
Yeah. Yeah, of course my
Did not
dumbass
enjoy.
gets stuck being caster. I am never a caster for a reason because I don't get spells.
Well,
Go
upside,
back.
you don't have to
and
know
watch
them.
this, Strong. Go back and watch the rest of this. The parts you missed.
Oh. So
We will be back next week on Sunday with this. It is not over yet. I'm thinking we're going to do a production meeting on this, but I'm thinking I kind of want to do this once a month after the 2 shots.
Okay.
I think it'll be fun to continue the story, but we'll see what we all decide.
I love this baby bird.
We will be back next on Friday.
Friday.
Start.
Bro, restart.
And then Saturday is Pilion, I believe.
Hilly on, I'll see what y'all do with the shenanigans you got in from last time.
Oh boy.
And then it'll be another episode of this.
Too much. Izzy hit on a snake person.
Have fun with it.
No.
The bits did help, Sean. Thank you so much.
They did help for
Immensely.
pure chaos.
Yep. I was speechless for a while.
Demonic
Yeah.
whispers happen in my ear. It's great.
You can send us a message at some point figuring out what you want to do with those.
But everyone, please have a wonderful
Yeah.
weekend.
Be safe. We love you.
Guys are all amazing.
You're all rad as hell.
Thank
As
you for
heck.
joining us.
As heck.
As heck.
Yeah.
Woo.
Watch your heckin' language.
Ooh.